Good morning. Welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 live stream. Happy to announce we are in the beautiful FENIX A319. The 319 is my favorite of the three aircrafts that FENIX does provide. They're all outstanding aircrafts. Well, I haven't tried the 321 honestly, but I'm assuming it's just as good as the other two. I flew the heck out of the 320, and once they released the 319, I haven't touched any other FENIX since then. But it is a gorgeous aircraft, and it works flawlessly here in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. And for the first time on the live stream, not only do we have the FENIX, we also have the InitBuilds free Milwaukee Airport, which works flawlessly as well with Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Welcome in, Derek. Thanks for the subscription. Welcome in, Edwin. Welcome in, P2. P2, the question you posted up on the channel, I think it was you, was do I feel like the physics are different with the FENIX? Maybe. And I say maybe because Saturday night, I switched from my Honeycomb Alpha to my Thrustmaster TCA side stick. And so the reason I did that is because I felt like I was having a harder time controlling the aircraft with my yoke. And I don't know if my yoke's just going bad. It is about 4 years old at this point. So I don't know if it's going bad, or if I just can't get the sensitivity dialed in like I had in 2020. But since I've made the switch over to the joystick, my landings have been substantially better, smoother, not as erratic. And of course now I say that, and we're going to see how things work on the live stream. But so I can't confirm if it is better or not. I can't confirm that because I haven't flown it with the yoke in 2020 yet. But as I said, this is the in builds. This is the free airport. They provide it to us. And yeah, it runs really, really well. I'm sitting here. We don't have live traffic on, but let's see if we get FPS or not. No FPS, of course. We are sitting at 90 frames per second. 90 frames per second. And that's the cap I have. None of my liveries moved to 2024 for the FENIX even after uninstalling and reinstalling liveries, but I got the plane itself to work. So what I did was I copied the liveries folder from the 2020 community folder over to 2024. And the way that they're set up is kind of weird. Like, for example, I'll have to show you, I should have done it before, but I'll show you at the end of this flight if I remember. If how do you say it? So they don't, like in 2020 it shows the variants, the CFM, and then it shows the IAE versions, but this one it showed like 4 different variants for the 319. But if you click on one and then go into the config, it will pull up different liveries, and it does it for every model. So I have, for some reason, I have 2 or maybe even 3 IAE livery profiles, I guess you can call it. And then within there brings up more. So like the default IAE model doesn't have the United, but one of the other liveries, I think it's under oh shoot, US Airways. I think that's the one that has this. So I don't know. It's so confusing how that works, but I have all my liveries. I definitely have all my liveries. So this is, like I said, first for the FENIX on a live stream, first for the init builds, Milwaukee Airport here. And all I did is dropped in the community folder, the new community folder for Flight Sim 2024. Works flawless. And then also, Dominic Designs does a beautiful Indianapolis. And that also looks at least to be working default right away as well. All I did is I dropped them in the community folder, made sure they worked by going into the sim, kind of hovering around a little bit, seeing how things look. There were no weird issues, nothing overlapping. The runways look nice and smooth from what I can tell. So we're going to see how things work out. The only issues I've seen so far in the FENIX, have been the click spots. Some of the click spots are a little odd. They did make note of that on their Discord, and they are not doing any support tickets for Flight Sim 2024 because it is considered experimental. So PC specs.
Someone asked for the system
so keep
specs.
that in mind going forward if you are using the FENIX or want to use it in 2024.
Paired with an
It
NVIDIA
is
4080 and
experimental.
64 gigabytes of DDR4
we are going to be
RAM.
using NeoFly
Blimey.
for this, or not
That's
NeoFly,
a decent setup.
New Sky
in
for
case
this
you
flight
ask,
as well.
he also is using a Honeycomb Alpha and Bravo with the Turtle Beach rudder pedals.
New Sky released a beta, so here it is, New Sky beta, and it works flawlessly. I did 2 flights with it yesterday. Pretty cool. And we are using Beyond ATC. Now, I'm going to put a little asterisk on the Beyond ATC because I tried using it on 2 flights yesterday with traffic, but I was having some really weird issues with it. Really weird issues. Copying over the folder now. Welcome in, Fry. Welcome in. Good time. We're just about to get started here. Getting started here in the FENIX. I was having issues with the auto response stuff, the auto tune, which I'm going to turn that all off now, and I'm going to go ahead and manually do everything on this flight. But it's being really weird, and traffic was also being a little bit funky. I don't know if that has anything to do with Sim Connect, with the changes it did in the background, or if that was just some server-side issues that Beyond ATC was having yesterday, because I did use it prior to, and it was working just fine. So, very strange stuff. But either way, here we are in the beautiful FENIX, and like I said, the only issues is the click spots so far. Alright, so over here to the FENIX dashboard, we'll click on FENIX, and this is what I'm talking about with the click spots. We'll see how it all works today. there's our flight plan: Milwaukee, Indianapolis. I want to choose 2 airports that have really nice third party, and have to be that these 2 have that, and they're pretty close by, and they work. So that's awesome. Ground services, everything's already connected. Let's go ahead and get our aircraft loaded. So see, here you go. You have to click on it sometimes 2, 3, 4 times to get it to work. No big issue. And so we have that working. And go up here now. And let's sync our weather. Calculate it. All right, I'll calculate it. Let's go on top here. External power. I tell you what, it is fantastic to be in a really nice 319. I know the 320 is available by any builds in Flight Sim 2020, or sorry, 2024, but it's not great. It's great to have a very high quality aircraft again in terms of an airliner. What's Flight Sim 2024? No smoking. External power, or sorry, emergency lights. I like to turn the compass on. I don't know if you need to. Let's bring up the lights a little bit since it is kind of dark out. And all is grand there. Gonna swing on down here to the bottom. It took me a while to get back into the FENIX, understanding the systems. I know live stream the other day didn't go as well as I hoped in terms of my memory with the 320. And I think it was P2 that gave me a couple tips in there. I've since kind of got that under control again. The unit builds are okay, both 320 and 321s. FENIX is where the quality is at. I 100% agree. 100% agree. Alright, gonna go ahead and request the route here. Good deal. We're gonna be United 516. I don't think United flies out of Milwaukee, especially to Indianapolis, but it's what I picked. Let's see here. We are cost index of 18. And cruising up to 310 today. Alright, all grand there. Let's swing on back over to the tablet. And I like to go over to this one first, send this to the McDo, and then go back here and send this to the McDo. And then we'll swing this back over to ground services. And now, fuels should be loaded. Flight plan is loaded. Takeoff is in there as well. And so I don't forget, I'm going to go ahead and get the IRSs aligned. That's one thing I like about the FENIX, or not the FENIX, the iFly, is you can set it so it's instant. You can also do it on the unit builds one too. Alright, so we got those all done. Alright. I flew the 321 Neo yesterday in 2024. I didn't feel the joy. Yeah, like they're fine planes for people who've never had the high fidelity of the FENIX. Like they're fine planes. It's just like the Asobo Max. It has a lot of issues, but if you've never flown the iFly or the PMDG 737, you'll be like, ah, it's fine. Put away the actual technical issues and you just, it's fine. But once you get to experience those high-end quality stuff, it's so difficult to try anything else. So when they announced that the FENIX was out, I already had plans to do something else at the time, but I wanted to cancel those plans so I could hop in the FENIX. But I got 3 flights in yesterday, and all were great. All were great. Let's see, copying over the livery folder didn't work either. I'm flying with the stock livery. San Francisco to CYYZ. 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 Where's CYYZ? CYVR is Vancouver. CYYZ. Toronto. Okay. I can't, for some reason, I can't get Canadian airports in my head. I've flown there enough times. For whatever reason, I just can't get it in my head. Alright, so I'm going to go down here, and we're going to get our... I'm glad... Did you get your honeycomb stuff working? I'm gonna do a video today, get it posted up probably Wednesday, either tomorrow or Wednesday. But I got my Honeycombs Bravo set up perfectly now. Perfectly. I didn't realize some of the things I had missing. Alright, let's get beyond ATC. Let's see how it works today. 1, 2, 6, and a 4.
Altimeter 2981. Landing and departing runway 01 left. 01 right, 07 left.
You got it working
07
nice.
Right, 31. Read back, I'll hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact, you have information, Oscar.
Oscar. Oscar.
Milwaukee Mitchell Airport
1208.
Oscar. One.
Oscar. For those on the stream, keep this in mind. If you do have the Navigraph data in your 2024, I would advise remove it because it is not currently supported. And it does cause issues with Beyond ATC. Are you using live weather? I should be. Let's check it out. Live and live, yep. Alright, so we got that. Let's get clearance, shall we? Nope, let's see.
All aircraft be advised, information Papa now current, altimeter 2981.
We got Papa now. That changed. That's cool. Papa. Milwaukee clearance. Hello from United 516. We are a Airbus A319 ready for IFR clearance to Indianapolis with information Papa. A question regarding ads. Do they benefit your channel by not
United
skipping?
516 Milwaukee clearance, information Papa correct, cleared to Indianapolis Airport. Radar vectors Delhi, then is filed. Maintain 5000, expect flight level 310 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 125.35, squawk 5133.
Clear to Indianapolis Airport. Radar vectors Delhi, then is file. Maintain 5,000. Departure 125.35, squawk 5133, United 516.
United 516, read back correct. Contact ground 121.8 when ready for pushback or engine start.
That's a cool question. I don't know, Fry. I don't know. I put them up there because any financial gain from the stream goes right back into the stream, honestly. So it allows me to buy more hardware, allows me to buy different software, stuff like that, because I want to showcase the very best I can and the most I can, but everything costs money, right? And as the channel grows, ideally I'll be able to get, giveaways and all that jazz that I can give to the community, and that's kind of what the plan is going forward with it. I know I have a couple options now, but I just haven't really gotten deep into it. I don't know. I don't get much out of any of that stuff. It's pennies. Okay, I think we're ready for push and start, aren't we? Actually, no, we're not. Let's go up here. APU bleed, external power is off, and that all looks good up top there. Okay, I think we're ready for push and start now. Actually, no, we're not still. Door closed, chocks, GPU all removed. I'm going to try the actual built-in pushback because the FENIX one works, but it's kind of funky. I really miss my pushback, what's it called? Pushback Pro or something? I really miss that one. With all of its flaws, it's pretty good. Milwaukee ground, United 516, request pushback and engine start.
United 516, Milwaukee ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Face south, United 516. No, you can use Navigraph for 2024. It's just the database. So let me bring up the hub real quick. Is this here? The cycle. As you can tell in 2024, it's not there. You can't install it. Well, there's an update. As I say that, watch is now available and working. But that conflicts. So if you have that folder, in 2024, I would remove it if you copied it over. So we have a plugin for that. I'm not going to worry about that right now. And nope, still not working. So yeah, that one there, which is, let me see if I can pull it up right quick. These two folders. If you have either one of these two folders in your new community folder for 2024, remove those two. Everything else is fine. The avionics, the in-game panel, the what is this? That's in bad. It's something else. But if you have these, where'd they go? These two. If you have these two, nav data and nav data base, remove those two. But Navigraph is working on that. All right, we got clearance for pushback. Let's go ahead and remove our parking brake. Shift P it. That's gonna be connected. Let's go on down here. Turn that on. Arm the ground. Start engine 2. Let's start squawking. The sounds still don't work though. I haven't figured out that. I don't know if it's a livery conflict or not, but the FENIX has FENIX announcements, and I have that folder copied over, but I haven't got the sounds to work yet. It's gonna push back in the wrong direction, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's figuring itself out. Alright, engine number 2. Oh, push me back like 3 feet. That's fine. That's fine. Pushback, what's it called? Pushback Pro apparently works with 2024, so I might have to look into that one. That's the one that 757 Spy uses. Engine number 2 good. Engine number 1 coming up board. Max flaps are 1. So I do have, I'm going to do a video of the Bravo setup today, tomorrow, something like that. And then I also am going to do one to update your XML file to get things auto-loaded. So for example, I have my MobiFlight auto-loading. I have SimHaptic. I also have the honeycomb lights working. So P2, if you don't know how to get the lights working, it's the same way, honestly, as 2020, except you have to update the XML file. Alright, engine number 1 is coming aboard. Milwaukee ground, United 516, requests taxi clearance. FENIX likes to move on its own.
Runway 1 left taxi via Bravo, Romeo. Hold short, runway 7 right.
Runway 1 left via Bravo, Romeo. Hold short, 7 right, United 516. Alright, so all grand there. Taxi lights are coming aboard. APU bleed. Master switch is off. Clear left, clear right. How am I going to get out of here? Can I turn this on a dime? The plane might be a little quiet. I have really turned down the audio of the plane because the init builds one was crazy loud. Actually, I can probably, well, I don't want to mess with it. If you pause, if you go to the menu in this with the FENIX, it can break things. Alright, let's see. We're going to Romeo. Romeo Bravo. Romeo Bravo Romeo. Hold short 7 right. Alright, so. So this here is Bravo we're on. This little strip right here. So we're going up here to 7 right, and we're going to hold short. We'll cross 7 right at Romeo, and continue Romeo down to Romeo 6.
United 516, cross runway 7 right at Romeo. Continue taxi via Romeo, Romeo 5.
Cross runway 7 right at Romeo, continue taxi via Romeo, Romeo 5, United 516. So you're not having to do the whole thing. Cool. How can you tell if the engines are started correctly? The FENIX is super easy. The FENIX, you just hit the little switch. So as long as, with the FENIX, as long as you have the APU bleed on, the engine, the pumps going, and then down below here, make sure this is in a start, and then turn this to on, do 1 engine at a time. You're watching for the number here to go past 1.0, and then you'll also hear a click, and it will also say available. And then when that says available, then you go ahead and do engine 1. Alright, all good there. Not on VATSIM, nope. Nope, this is beyond ATC. Beyond ATC. Talking to AI. Milwaukee looks really good with all the trees out here in the distance. Looking dang good. Alright, cabin is ready for departure. I wonder how to look into the announcements. I would like to get those announcements rolling. Alright, Romeo 5 is coming on board
United
here.
516, contact Milwaukee Tower 24575.
12475. Tower 124.575, United 516, see ya.
Negative, Tower
Yeah.
on 24575.
I goofed that up. Tower on 24.5, Tower on 24.575, United 516. Jeez. Can't say my words. Alright, tower, departure 12535, 12435. Alright, we have that in COM 1 standby. 124.575. I'm having a hard time typing. Alright, that's all good. Milwaukee Tower, United 516, holding short, runway 1 left, ready to go.
United 516, Milwaukee Tower, wind 065 at 8, fly runway heading, runway 1 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 1 left, clear for takeoff, United 516. Alright, we are cleared. Let's roll on out of here. Roll out. It's been really nice doing general aviation recently. It's also really nice to just get into a plane that does a lot of automation for you. Alright, here we are. Let's bring up those engines. Let's bring up the flex. Very important. Alright, flex is set. And P2, make sure you have you did your controller config too. In the FENIX. Alright, airspeed is alive. Cross check. We're flying heading 065, so on departure we're going to swing to the right. You like the helicopter? I'm so bad at helicopters. Although maybe now that I have the joystick, maybe I'll give him a shot at some point. Not today. Alright, we're rotating. Positive rate. Gear going up. Taxi now. All right. think I did San Francisco on Saturday. 065 on departure, so swing over to the right.
United 516, contact Milwaukee departure.
Over to departure, United 516. Departure, United 516, 1600, climbing 5000.
United 516, Milwaukee departure, radar contact. Climb, maintain 15,000, altimeter 2981.
5000, United 516.
United 516, Milwaukee. Expect Jacks 2, runway 2, tree right.
Expect Jacks 2, runway 23 right, United 516. Alright, incline
United
lever.
516, turn right, heading 185. Expect further clearance in about 18 miles.
Right heading 185, United 516. Alright, 185.
United 516, turn right, heading 190.
They're telling me I'm slow. Right heading 190, United 516. 190. Alright. Looking good. We're almost at flaps up. Should bring the nose down just a little bit. Alright, flaps going up. Spoilers are disarmed. Let's roll out 190. Back to normal.
All aircraft be advised, information Quebec now current, altimeter 298 tree.
Alright. Looking pretty good. Little off 19. Actually, no, we're on 190, aren't we? Yeah, we're on it. Alright, we'll climb this up to... Look how beautiful this is. Oh my gosh. I had a moment yesterday. I think the video is up today, but I flew into Vegas. Not Vegas. LAX. And man, like, just... awe. I've been in the sim now for days. I have, I don't know, 60 hours in the sim, and I was just in awe of the beauty of it. The night lighting on the ground is just freaking incredible. There are some issues. The buildings are kind of weird yet, like skyscrapers, but like the street lights, the car lights. Oh my gosh, it's incredible. Might be a little bright, but. And look at the clouds like this, and oh my gosh. It is gorgeous. It is just gorgeous. So 18 miles, 190. We're almost at 10,000. We'll turn off turn on our AP in just a moment. All right, passing 10,000. Autopilot's on. And landing lights are off. We're at cruise, or not cruise, we're climbing up to cruise. Sorry, what do you think about the other ATC with AI, ground ops, and pushback? Oh, I know what you're talking about. The pushback's cool. The ground ops, I wouldn't really use it too much, I don't think, personally. The pushback kind of cool. I don't know, obviously haven't tried it, so I'm not sure how workable it is. I wonder how it works. Like, do you just say you're ready for pushback or connect to tug or something, and what direction does it push you back? Do you have to tell it, push back to the north, push back to the east? How any of that works? I think that'd be a cool thing to have.
United 516, contact Chicago Center 125.1. See you.
I don't know if I'd use it though. I think it's gonna be one of those things I just don't think I'd use. Chicago Center, hello from United 516, passing 13,000, climbing 15,000.
United 516, Chicago Center, good day. Climb and maintain flight level 310.
Flight level 310, United 516. Alright, we're looking good. I love how they got tablets in aircrafts. Yeah.
Resume own navigation.
Direct to Delhi, United 516. Alright, we're direct to Delhi. Direct. Delhi. Are we skipping all this stuff? Good. And... Alright, folks. Looking good. Climbing up to flight level 310. Aircraft... Man, I can't talk this morning. Aircraft is stable. And we're expecting runway 23 right on arrival. And let's see what we got here. I hope they have a co-pilot feature so we can co-pilot with our friends. They are working on that. They are working on that. They said sometime next year. Shared cockpits will be coming. Taking off, BR. Good luck, P2. Godspeed. I just got Active Sky for real-time weather. Yeah, I never used Active Sky. I thought about it a few times, but I never used it. Look at these cloud layers. Look at this blue. Like I've said this before. It's incredible. It's incredible how far Flight Sim has come. This shot right here is like a shot out of a movie, or like an advertisement for United. Like seriously, they could do all their commercials using Flight Sim if they really wanted to. Damn, wish they had it sooner. I also got the top mock F-22. I'm sure it will come. I'm sure it will come. Give it time. Give it time. Alright, we gotta start thinking about what we want to do for the next flight. I also want to do some more third-party scenery testing. So let me see what I have available. Whoops. What do we
United
have?
516, contact Chicago Center 120.35.
12035. Chicago Center, United 516, passing flight level 210, climbing 310. We have a Nashville.
United 516, Chicago Center, roger.
Got Phoenix, Oakland. Got DCA. Ooh, maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll see if DCA works. Where are we flying from though? Raleigh to DCA? How long is that flight? Boston to DCA. I want to try Boston too. I flew into Boston yesterday and I forgot there's no in-game one. Kind of digging. Oh, I got Philadelphia too. Do you use add-on link? I don't. I never did. I'm not against it by any means. I just never did. For the way I have things set up, it doesn't seem to mess with anything. And the way that 2024, how fast it loads up, once we get past the activation, part, once that gets even faster, which it will in time, 2024 loads up just substantially faster. And I know once I add in more stuff, it's going to take a little bit longer, but it'll be fine. The only thing with the add-on linker is that I don't like to exit the sim very often. And so the purpose of add-on linker is to increase the speed of how fast the flight sim loads up by disabling everything you're not going to use and only enabling the things you will use. So for example, in this flight you can just enable the Phoenix and those 2 airports, and then you get a restart the flight sim, go back into add-on linker, and now choose which one to use. You don't have to, obviously you don't have to do the planes, but it's more for the scenery. And I feel like with that, like, but between how many times you exit and enter the sim, it might just take as long. Yeah, I'm impressed there's not many glitches either. You know, here's the thing. People went nuts. People went nuts on Tuesday. Oh, this is a piece of crap. It's not working, right? And there were videos. Jay's 2 cents, which I like his videos. He had posted a video about the server issues. And I'm like, dude, you're not even a flight simmer. From all indications, I could be wrong, but I don't think he's a flight simmer. I don't know if it's just clickbait or something, but like, there are so many videos about how Flight Sim 2024 is awful and it's terrible and it's garbage. The naysayers haven't spoken really this weekend, have they? I haven't seen the videos come out anymore. Now that the FENIX is working, that's a big milestone. The iFly will be next. The PMDG down the road. Other third-party stuff will come down the road. Like, I knew it was going to be a rough launch day. And I knew the second day was going to be a little bit better, but it was still going to be a little rough. I didn't have any issues this weekend. Zero issues this weekend. I haven't had any issues since, what, Thursday? Personally? They say when Marketplace is active, you'll be able to download certain packages to run locally rather than stream. Yeah. I'm interested in that. I'm definitely going to download a lot of... I think I'm going to download all the planes. Today's mission for me... This is a big one. I'm going to go into Flight Sim 2020. I'm going to uninstall all of the scenery stuff that comes from the marketplace, from their marketplace. Remove all that stuff. And for 2020, I honestly, all I really want to have installed in there is the iFly. It's just the iFly. In case I have the itch and it takes a while to get the iFly working, that's honestly all I really want to have in 2020. I thought about even uninstalling it. I haven't. I jumped into it yesterday to get some controller settings because there's a couple things I missed. And my screenshots were good, but I missed a couple areas. I didn't take I didn't take my own advice from the video I posted. I don't think I'm going to fly in it again. Even if it came down to the iFly, I don't think I'm going to fly in 2020 here again. I really don't. Once you experience everything within 2024, it is really difficult to go back to 2020. It's very difficult. Unlike Farm Simulator, and it has its glitches. Yeah, well, you know, I should get into Farm Sim. I bet you I'd really like it. I think my nephew does Farm Sim, and he likes it. I bet you I'd love it, though. Get a couple friends in there. 23 right is what we're expecting. Let's go ahead and get that programmed into our McDo. They said the JAS, what did they say? Jack's 2 arrival, so that all looks good. Let's go on down here, enter our destination. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. What am I doing here? All right, here we go.
United 516, contact Chicago Center 127.6.
1276. Chicago Center, United 516, flight level 310. Yeah, super stable this weekend.
United 516, Chicago Center, roger.
Let's see, 2986. Temperature is a blistering 14 degrees.
United
Winds.
516, contact Chicago Center 132.5.
Stupid transfer to centers. You know, I have a funny story about this actually. Chicago Center, United 516, flight level 310. 983 for
United
the barrel.
516, Chicago Center, roger.
Alright, approach is set. And Jax to arrival. We are dropping down to 6,000. All right, here's a funny story. I've complained about Beyond ATC having so many transfers of centers, right? Every flight, so many transfer of centers. And with the other ATC program I used to use, it wasn't as much. And I'm like, huh, this can't be real. This is crazy. Well then, I'm using the career mode a lot in 2024. And it happens there too. It happens there too. Very often, you get center transfers. So I think the center transfers actually might be realistic. It might be a real thing. And the other ATC software I use maybe just doesn't have that. Or doesn't have as many boundary lines for the center traffic. Little nav map. I haven't used little nav map in forever. Severely hampered by 2024's encryption. There will never be another one going forward. Wow. Well, so Microsoft, the Sobo, they did say they're working on the encryption thing. So there's a chance. There's a chance. I think in time, they're going to get a lot looser on it. I understand the reasoning behind it. You know, they have a nice tight security. This is something developers were asking for. Because think about the FENIX, the E-Jet, the iFly, they all have activations with their own software. But a lot don't. A lot of developers don't. You simply drag it and drop it into your folder. You download it from the marketplace. And all this is a folder, and it just executes the files, right? Within the sim. There's no additional encryption or security. So I understand from their point where they want that. But they also got to give and take. Little nav. So, again, I haven't used Little Nav Map in forever. But doesn't the built-in EFB, the map and all that, doesn't that offer a lot of what Little Nav Map offers?
United 516, contact Chicago Center, 132.9
132.9 Chicago Center, United 516, flight level 310. If you're using Microsoft Windows 24 H2 and all the bugs it has, not surprisingly, Sim was released too early with the bugs. I am using the latest 24 H2. I just actually had an update yesterday. I've actually been on 24 H2 for a while. I was part of the flight, what's it called? What they call theirs thing? The Insiders. I was on the Insiders branch. Not special anything, anyone could join it. I get security for some things, but they don't need to encrypt the default aircraft models. Maybe didn't they encrypt the default stuff in 2020 initially? I think they did. I think a lot of the stuff was encrypted initially, and then they did remove a lot of it. Little nav map has so much more than the EFB. I can have it a separate screen. It's so great for. But little nav map. I mean, the EFB you can also go to a website with the. What is it? Planner. Yeah, if you go to. If you go here, it's a browser-based. But yeah, so great for VFR and bush flights. There's definitely benefits to it. I haven't used it in forever, so I'm out of touch with it. For all the career stuff, I've been just using the EFB within Flight Sim. Alright, we should get our top of descent, our descent momentarily. I'm super happy to report the WinWing FCU works great with the Mobi Flight beta. On my profiles, the G1000 works fine, the Inabuild A320, the 319 from FENIX.
United 516, descend via Jax 2 arrival, Indianapolis Airport landing runway 23 right, altimeter 2986.
Descend via Jax 2, landing runway 23 right, United 516. Alright, so we got our clearance for arrival. Let's go ahead and start our descent. All's looking grand. I did order the WinWing Airbus side stick. So hopefully that comes sooner than later. It's on, well, I don't think it's on sale. No, it's not on sale. Or maybe it is. No, yeah, it is on sale. It's on sale like 10% off or something. There's nothing wrong with my Thrustmaster one. But I've always wanted to try the, it's not really force feedback, but I don't know, it has a tension or something. I don't know. I kind of want to try that. I want to see how that is. And it's an upgrade from what I have now. It took me a long time to decide what I want to do, because I had thought about ordering it for, since when it was first released, or first announced. I just never pulled the trigger because I had my honeycomb. And now that I got into the side stick, I'm willing to try more. And I think for Christmas, my wife will be grabbing me the EFIS. So for the way I have my setup, I'm going to go just with the right EFIS, because I have the FCU on the right of me, and then I'm going to have that on the right of that. If I have it on the left of me, if I have this version, then I have maybe 6 inches, not even, 5 inches between my hand and the panel for the mouse. And I feel like I'm going to hit that often. That's where my Stream Deck is right now, one of my Stream Decks. So it will work better on the right side. I'll have to stretch a little bit over, but it'll be alright. So I'm excited to get that sometime Christmas. Well, I guess on Christmas.
United 516, contact Chicago Center 132.5.
132.5. Chicago Center, United 516. Flight level 281, descending via Jax 2.
United 516, Chicago Center, roger.
The Stream Decks are great. I use, there's a profile on the actual marketplace from the Stream Deck. It's also on GitHub, but it's like Flight Tracker. So that's what I use for my nav panel. And eventually, when the Tobii head tracker works better, where I can go in there and adjust the sensitivities, I have keys for that, so that it can reset it or have it on and off. I also have elevator trim, rudder trim, flap positions all on there, wind speeds, and of course on my other one I have all the streaming stuff, and then quick launches for programs. I thought about getting one of those flight panels where it has like all the aircraft stuff in it, but I have buttons I have so many buttons. I didn't need it. Company message, let's go check that out. Alright, we're not late, all's good so far. It is taking me some time, as I expected, to get used to what buttons I have for what, switching over to the joystick. I actually have a little post-it note, and it has the map layout of all my keys. What's the wind looking like here in Indianapolis? Wind is, it's pretty calm. The visibility is not the best. Clouds are at 2,200, overcast 2,200, visibility is 10. So it's just going to be a little cloudy coming in to Indianapolis. On arrival, runway 23 right, exit to the left, and the terminal's right there. So in terms of which planes for me that I would like coming to 2024, to be compatible with 2024, I should say, the Inabil is 306. I like that one. I don't fly it often, but I'd like to fly it. Obviously the iFly is number 1, but number 2 would probably be the 306. Number 3 probably be I want to say the E-Jet or the CRJ. 12385. Chicago Center, United 516. Flight level 223, descending via jacks 2. Aspect ratio 3440 by 1440. I was just about to check on EP2. Alright, took off from San Fran. Initial impressions, sounds need some work. My PFD is blurry to the point I can't really see the flight directors. Blurry. The physics on taxi and takeoff are so different. Do you have, are you using DLSS? Mine are crisp. Is it dark still for you in San Fran? It's what, 7:49 there? Should be dark. I know when I flew last night to Vancouver, the instruments were a little odd looking. You know, I had to really adjust the light throughout the cockpit to make them kind of work, but there were a lot of artifacts that were popping up. I think that's to do with DLSS. Taxi and takeoff physics are so different. I'm interested in the taxi. I can't fully tell. This is what happens, and this is the problem. Like when the iFly comes out, it needs to come out soon, because I just flew that, you know, whatever, a week ago. If it comes out like a week from now, I'm gonna forget what the feeling's like. Which is why I should probably jump into 2020, do a flight in it so I can keep the memory going, right? Yours is so crisp. I use AMD. Oh yeah. Maybe. Don't do it during flight though. Oh, you did it? I turned off anti-alias and my displays are super crisp. Okay. I read that if you go into the menus, it could screw up the FENIX. So take caution. Take caution. All right, good that they're crisp now though. Alright, let's go ahead and pull this to standard. And altimeter 2983. We are
United 516, contact
about 50 nautical miles out.
124.905.
Over to approach now. 124.905. Alright, let's get ATIS. ATIS is 13425. 13425.
You have information, Victor.
Victor. That's perfect timing. Indianapolis approach, United 516, passing 17,000, descending via JASK 2 with information Victor. I'm hearing talking.
United 516, Indianapolis approach. Good day, altimeter 2986. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 23 right.
Expect radar vectors runway 23 right, the ILS, United 516. I think the voices are working. They're really, really quiet. I think the cabin announcements are working. Unless I'm just hearing the voices in my head. But I was hearing like... So I think they're working, it's just... I think they have to do audio tweaking. Because that would make sense for on approach. That would be the point of where you'd want to start getting the announcements. Alright, so next flight is going to be the East Coast, I think. Let's check the weather, though. What we got going on the East Coast? We got Boston is... got a 10 knot wind. I was thinking of doing Washington to Boston. 3... yeah, perfect. What's the satellite imagery looking like? Let's take a look at it together, so it's nice and beautiful there, nothing to worry about. Radar, don't care for that. Nothing in the area, so yeah. I think we're gonna do Boston. We'll depart Boston, and we'll come into Washington. But before we do that, we're gonna do a test though. We're gonna jump into those airports, make sure they're good, fully functional. Maybe we'll do traffic on this one. Maybe we'll do, say, beyond ATC traffic. Alright, reduce our speed a little bit, get the speed brakes out. Remember, our ceiling is 2,200 with the clouds. And landing elevation here in Indianapolis is 796. So yeah, clouds are really low. I think the clouds had some work done to them as well. I know they added like a cloud or two, but I think the clouds had some work done. It still has like the pixel edges a little bit, you know, like in 2020. I don't think there's much they can do with that. Like they could clearly increase it like it was at the initial launch of 2020. But the performance on the systems were pretty rough back then. The reason why the sim got better with performance is because they dropped some of the quality of some things, and the clouds were one of those things. They do look amazing. Alright, 9,000. I didn't think we'd have a FENIX this fast. I'm still in awe that we're in the FENIX here in 2024. Alright, speed's coming back, all looking grand there. We have a, let's see, do we have a restriction? Yeah. Alright, speed brakes are stowed. One thing I'm noticing though is sometimes, and it's not just a FENIX work call, what I'm noticing though is sometimes the AP in 2024 gets really funky, really wobbly on approaches. Again, it's not just the FENIX though. I've had it in I think almost every aircraft I've flown so far in 2024 at some point, and it's not always consistent. Sometimes it's just fine, other times it's just really bad. What was the last one I did? It was, I think it was the Inabuilds A320. It kept wobbling back and forth, left and right, like oscillating. And eventually, because I was trying to see if it was going to figure its life out. Eventually, I started getting sick. I was like, all right, I got to turn this off. All right, so we're looking pretty good here. Driver is 4,000. So we can go ahead and set 4,000 in the approach. We're expecting the ILS, so all's good there. Oh, we'll bring out the speed brakes. Got a tailwind of 30 knots right now.
United 516, leave Zosar heading 050. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 2 tree right.
Leave Zosar heading 050, United 516. 050.
United 516, turn right heading 050. Descend, maintain 4,000 vectors for the approach.
Right heading 050, descend and maintain 4,000, United 516. Alright, all looking grand. Can't see a thing. The reflections like really mess with my head. The reflections from inside the cockpit on the glass here. I did last night a flight where the glare shield was like bouncing up here, and I thought that was, it looked like in that spot it looked like it was the horizon, but the gauges were straight, so I was like, oh god, is the plane actually crashing? I love that they have the antennas and stuff now. It's so cool. How freaking awesome that looks. It's amazing. Just incredible. What's your FPS at 83? 3,000, United 516. Alright, down to 3,000. 5 should be fine.
United 516, turn right heading 150.
Right heading 150, United 516. Alright, 150 in the box.
United 516, turn right heading 160.
160 United 516. Alright, all grand there. And we should get localizer momentarily. Not localizer, yeah, localizer. There we go.
6 miles from Dodver, turn right, heading 190. Maintain 2,600 until established. Cleared ILS runway 23 right.
Right heading at 190, descend and maintain 2,600, cleared for the ILS 23 right, United 516. Alright. Got our cue for the approach. And let's bring up our VS a little bit. And 260 in the box. Good. And localizer is armed. And we should capture that shortly. And spoilers are armed, checked. Go on down here, ignition is set, checked. Lights are on. All's grand.
2,500.
Alright, localizer's been captured. Alright, we'll get tower handoff momentarily. I think it's 20.9er. 209er. Okay, remember exit to the left. And arm the glide slope. Oops. Also turn on the ILS. Okay, so we're a little bit low.
United 516, contact Indy Tower 120.9er.
120.9er for tower, United 516, see ya. Indy Tower, United 516 on the ILS 23 right.
United 516 Indy Tower, wind 200 at 8, runway 23 right, cleared to land.
23 right, cleared to land, United 516. Alright, we have our clearance, folks. It says 31 knots still, what the heck? The weather change? We're not that high. 8? I'm still getting 8. Alright, so we're going to try to make Bravo 7. And then taxiing will probably be Bravo 7, Bravo Sierra. Could be Tango 2, but I might guess. I'm not sure what gate we're getting though. Alright, we should... Oh, I gotta get flaps going. Jesus Louise. Alright, flaps coming down. Gear coming down. What kind of pilot am I? And flaps 3 and flaps full. Alright, now we're set up for the approach. Glide slope is enabled. We're gonna 1,000 call momentarily. Speed still showing 30 knot winds. That's crazy. Alright, autopilot disengaged. Oh, now it's not disengaged. My aircraft. Remember, this is a fly-by-wire, so make small little adjustments. Let the systems understand what you're doing. That's a beautiful approach. Get blown off just a little bit off course here. nose a little bit. A little bit more. Slightly off course. Let's get back on it. Alright, winds are coming down. Alright, I'm gonna go visual from this point on. A little low on the pappies.
Above. Minimum.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow.
40, 30, 20, retard. Retard, 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 retard.
Touchdown. 91. A 91. Holy cow. Now that is a landing. For a live stream, folks. Alright, slower down here. Exit Bravo 7. Slow down, slow down.
United 516, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway, United 516. Alright, all grand. Landing lights off, taxi lights are staying on. Flight directors off. Come on down here, turn that there.
United 516, contact ground 121.9er.
1219er. Ground United 516 on taxiway Bravo. Would like to taxi to gate Alpha 23. 23, Jordan.
United 516, welcome to Indianapolis, gate Alpha 23 taxi via Bravo Sierra.
Gate Alpha 23 via Bravo Sierra, United 516. Alright. Well, I hope to be as good as you want to. Yeah, that is so that is News New Sky. New Sky said my landing rate was a 91. And in flight sim world, anything under 100 is super smooth. Now, in real life they don't have FPM, they don't have feet per minute for landing. So you go off of how you actually feel, you know, how the actual touchdown is. But in flight sim world, you know, it's a made-up thing. More importantly, it's the G's, the touchdown G's. Alright, let's get the APU on. So APU, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to Sierra Alpha 3. Where the heck is Alpha 3? It's probably right in front of us because that's all we got. It's Sierra. Alpha 2-3. No, actually, Alpha 2-3 is around the corner. Yeah, I'll bring up New Sky in just a second. So this is Concourse B. Concourse Alpha is around the corner. I'm telling you, I don't know. Again, I said it earlier in the stream, but I don't know if my honeycomb is just not set up properly with the sensitivities, even though I adjusted the best I could, or if the honeycomb's finally getting shot after 4 years and whatever 1,800 hours of flight sim. But a 90, what was it? A 91? That's pretty damn good. Alright, Alpha 23 is going to be on the corner right up here. 21's an inside, so it looks like it's going to be this corner one here. I think it's this one here. Alpha 23, yep. Alright, landing lights are off. Alright, park and brake set. Over here, GPU is trying to connect. There it is. Chocks connected. Go on down here. Engine 1, engine 2 are off. Back over here, connect the jetways. Deboard the plane. Close the flight. And so this is New Sky. These are all the flights I've done with New Sky. What? 9:52? Was I off course on the landing? Was I off just a little bit? Oh, I was off the center line just a hair. Ah, it's crap. That's one thing I have to work on still. With the side stick. But the touchdown, I greased it. It says greased touchdown, 91 feet per minute. Normal conditions. That felt really good for the landing. What did Volanta say? A 90. Wow. They both. So if it's under 1 point, what is it? 1.2 Gs or 1.3 Gs, something around there, is impact where it doesn't, the passengers don't really feel it too much. Obviously, you're going to feel a jump, but you don't feel, it's not too aggressive. It's pretty nice. So the G's, like I said, are more important. That's the more realistic thing to look at. Again, it's not really monitored. This is a made-up thing for flight simming for the most part, because every one of these are different. You see how this is 90, the other one's 91. There's one from what's it called? Flight Sim, not from Flight Sim, Parallel 42s that has a different number. So it all just depends on what it pulls, and so it's all made-up stuff. But it kind of at least gives you an idea of touchdown. Oh, it didn't connect the jetway. We just have a door open. All right, well, that was our first. Did I stop in the right spot? No, I was supposed to start back a little bit further. That's fine. There's our first FENIX flight. It's freaking awesome. All right, let's go check. Let's go check. What was the thing I was going to show someone? I was going to show, was it P2? I was going to show you something, I think. Oh, I was going to show you the livery thing. Okay, so first off, let's test these airports out. So before we do anything else, let's just find an aircraft. I want to do a default aircraft on the inside. All right, so we're going to check out first. We're going to try Washington. And this is just to verify that these add-ons work. So I'm going to drop it here. It's going really slow. Guess you've never been to Washington, so it's probably loading. All right, so let's go see if Washington looks good. I hope so, because this is a really nice airport. Gotta get inside the aircraft. And let's go check it. So far, so good. Looks good there. Yeah, I'd say Washington is good to go. DCA looks to be a good add-on still. Runways look clean. No artifacts, no dips. Terminal's fine. Yeah. Alright, Washington's a go. And let's go try Boston. Where are we going to? Boston. K-Boss. Oh, there's someone here, Boston. Alright, we're gonna start there. Uh-oh. Oh, JavaScript. What's that? That's New Sky. The New Sky's yelling at me. That's weird. Well, initial impressions say yeah. Yep. I'm gonna say Boston's good too. Looking damn good. I can't get over the FPS, man. This is nuts. Now, I don't have any, like, you know, multiplayers on, but it's weirdly loading in. That's wild. Alright, so Boston is good as well. Wait, hold on. That's just messing with my head here? Yeah, just a color. Okay. I thought there was a big dip here. Boston is good though. So that's 4 airports I've tried so far that are also... Oh, we have a... Nope, still messing with my head here. Yeah, that's 4 airports that are gravy. Alright. Let's do Boston to DCA. Okay, so I was going to show you P2. I'm sure you... Oops. Sure you know... Oh, Jesus. You've noticed it, but... Okay, so here's my livery for my United. So here I have a bunch of different... That's weird. Go away, Phoenix. Thank you for starting, but I don't need you right now. Here I have... this. So it's showing like 4 different models here, right? It should only be 2. It should be the CFM and then the IAE. But it's showing 4. But anyways, if I choose this one, this IAE engine, or no, this is a CFM. If I choose that one, go into liveries, it will break down all of these ones here. Okay, if I go to variant, go to this CFM one, which is probably what you're seeing, you only have this one here. And then if I go over to this one here, I have my United ones here. And I don't know what this last one does, never clicked on it. High density. Just the defaults. So maybe that helps you. I don't know if you see 4 of these here or not, P2, but hopefully that at least helped you. Let's go with, we'll just do the normal United again. I like it. Save and close, or save and back. Alright, so we're going to depart Boston. Boston. And let's get our sim brief going. Go to new flight. United 516. K-Boss. And we're going to DCA. DCA. And we're going to do a 319. And IAE engines, and launch it up. I'm not even sure how far this is. This is where's the distance show down here, right? No, where the heck's the distance? What the heck does it show the nautical miles? I know it does. Flight plan? That's ATC. Briefing plan? It's probably in there somewhere. Well, now I'm just curious. Oh, here we go. That's 429 nautical miles? No crap. Huh. Oh well. Alright, that's what we're doing. I thought it was like a lot closer. Alright, so Boston and departing runway we're expecting 27. That's where I landed the other day. 27 is this one here, right? Yep. Alright, so we're gonna take off. That's cool, kind of shows the top there. Let's do gate. Which can be easiest to get to 27? Let's do this one here. Alright, start flight. Alright, this one we're gonna try. We're gonna try beyond ATC traffic, even though I was having issues with it last night. It worked flawless today. So, we're gonna hope that it's all fixed. And do we want to do New Sky again? Might as well. Might as well. So with New Sky, I think New Sky crashed. Yeah, New Sky did crash. Alright, book a flight. We are going from Boston to DCA, 319, IAE, and book a flight. And, ooh, the menu is kind of weird in New Sky now. Look at these scroll bars. Start flight. Alright, so New Sky is good to go. Let us enable traffic. And I think we're good to go with Beyond ATC. Okay. We're golden. To the tablet we go. FENIX. And balance. Load aircraft. Instant load it. Because the click spot's being weird. Still being weird. Okay. What's that? Kind of just keep clicking until eventually it works. Alright, that's all working. Up to the top. External power, battery 1, battery 2. Pumps. Navs. Crew. Lights. Master switch. And start the APU. Alright, down below. How does it run in console? Good question. Can you fly at night? I'd rather not. I have more fun flying during the day. I flew at night last night. Maybe we'll do on the next flight we'll do like a GA flight at night. Alright, so initiate and initiate. We are UAL 516. Cost index is going to be 21. And 360 for the cruise. Back over here. And we're gonna go back one. We're gonna send this to the McDo. Hit the button. Send it to the McDo. Alright. I think the buttons get weirder if you do a second flight without restarting. That seems to be what I've been having going on. Alright, that's all set. Flight plan, let's go to config. Manual, nav. IRS 1, 2, and 3. All aligned. Boston, departing runway 27. via SOX 7 and SOX transition. Arriving runway 19er, so we might have the visual. We're going to go Yankee, that's not what we do. The deal 3 arrival. And LA I don't know what that's supposed to be. LA Flan? La Flan? Alright, all good. Clear, clear, clear. Alright, al bueno. Up top here, it's available. Bleed, external power off. Over here, door closed. Chocks, go away, Chocks. Chocks gone. GPU gone. And altimeter is set. All grand. Let's get ADA, shall we? Let me see what chat's going on. Sorry. Keep on Game Pass look like they unfinished games. Xbox looks like they don't care about the consoles. It's tough to get something like this working on console. I ain't gonna lie. This is a very demanding sim. A very demanding sim. I haven't had any issues with the last couple days at least with 2024 on the PC. ATIS is 135.
08, 2.-04, altimeter 29905, landing runway 04 right, 3227, 33 left, departing runway 04 right, 2733 left, bird activity in vicinity of airport, advise on initial contact, you have information, Victor.
I think they're adding birds next year as well. I heard that on a stream. I don't know if that's 100% true. Be kind of cool.
Dashport 2940, looking to pick up our clearance to Toronto City Center.
Alright, so we have all these planes now here. Oh, I think we parked the right spot for United. Stop again.
Dashport 2940, Boston clearance, cleared to Toronto City Center Airport. Logan 4 departure with the Revis transition, then is filed. Maintain 4000, departure frequency 133.0, squawk 3010.
Cleared to Toronto City Center Airport. Logan for departure with the Revs transition, then is filed. Maintain 4000. Departure frequency 133.0. Squawk 3010.
Did a flight from Portland to Vancouver last night. I couldn't get into ATC.
Dashport 2940,
I couldn't get in to talk.
Contact ground 121.9er when ready for starter taxi.
Ground 121.9er when ready. Dashport 2940.
Boston clearance, hello from United 516. Ready for IFR clearance to Reagan, Washington with information, Victor.
United 516, Boston clearance, thanks for information, Victor. Cleared to Ronald Reagan, Washington National. SOX 7 departure, then is filed. Maintain 4000, departure frequency 133.0, squawk 0110.
Clear to Ronald Reagan, Washington. SOX 7 departure, then is filed. Maintain 4000. Departure 133.0. Squawk 0110. United 516. How do you get to send route to the McDo? Oh, I need to check that out still. I wasn't a...
United 516, read back correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for pushback or engine start.
It might not work in all the planes. Alright, over to ground. Boston ground, United 516. Request pushback and engine start.
United 516, Boston ground, pushback approved. Face north.
Face north, United 516. Park and brake is released. And get the pushback going. I don't know for sure. Someone had asked me that on the channel, and I forgot to check it yesterday. Oh, I should probably get the engines going while I'm pushing here. Engine start, and 2. That going.
Dashport 2940, request taxi.
Hopefully this is going to push us to the north.
Dashport 2940, runway 27 taxi via Bravo, Alpha 1, Alpha November Charlie Delta. Hold short runway 4 left.
Come on, buddy. You can do it. To the north.
Runway 27 taxi via Bravo, Alpha 1, Alpha November Charlie Delta. Hold short runway 4 left, Dashport 2940.
Oh, it's doing it. Look at that, folks. I'm going to turn up the sound a little bit. It's doing it, folks. It's doing it. To the north.
United 1803, gate Bravo 28, taxi via Romeo Mike. Hold short runway tree right.
Gate
How
Bravo
it knows which
28
direction to
taxi
go.
via Romeo Mike. Hold short runway 33
All right,
right.
we're at the clip.
United 1803.
Engine 1 coming up. Arm the
Delta
spoiler.
1968, contact Boston Tower 128.8.
Flaps are going to be 2 on departure. Ooh.
Contact Tower 128.8, Delta 1968. Have a good afternoon.
Have a good afternoon. Alright, waiting for the engines to come on board. Max, auto brakes. Boston ground, United 516, request taxi clearance. Let's see, Charlie
United
probably?
516, runway
Charlie
27,
Delta?
taxi via Alpha Charlie. Hold short runway
Yep.
4 left.
Runway 27 via Alpha Charlie, hold short 4 left, United 516. Alright, so we're going to go up here to Charlie, and then we're going to hold short before we can cross Charlie. Before we cross 4 left, and then it will let us continue on Charlie, hold short 4 right, and then cross Charlie, hold short 3 left, hold short Charlie, and then Delta. Maybe Delta 2.
United 1803, cross runway tree right at Mike. Continue taxi via Mike.
Engine
Hold short
number
runway
1
tree
is
left.
up, taxi lights are on, it is
Cross
available.
runway 33 right at Mike.
Master,
Continue taxi via Mike.
and...
Hold short runway 33 left.
Can I turn it on?
United 1803.
Alright, we're good to go. Let's test takeoff. Takeoff? Okay. What plane says that?
United 516, hold position for traffic.
Oh,
I'll call you
holding
back.
position. Oh, there's a plane right up there. Holding position, United 516. How cool is that? There's that plane there.
United 1803, cross runway tree left
Oh,
at Bravo.
that's awesome.
Continue taxi via Mike
Is that a
Foxtrot. Hold
dash?
short runway 4 left.
That was cool.
Cross runway 33 left at Bravo. Continue taxi via Mike Foxtrot. Hold short runway 4 left. United 1803.
Dashport 2940, cross runway
Yeah,
4 left at Charlie.
that's the dashport.
Continue taxi via Charlie.
That's awesome.
Hold
That was
short
cool.
runway 4 right.
Got a plane coming in here?
Cross runway 4 left at Charlie. Continue taxi via Charlie. Hold short runway 4 right. Dashport 2940.
Alright, they're moving, and we hopefully will get moving as well. Hopefully it's not bugged out. Again, Beyond ATC traffic is in
United 1803, cross runway 4 left at
experimental.
Foxtrot.
So they're
Continue
fixing
taxi
technical
via
issues.
Foxtrot, Bravo, Alpha 2, Alpha.
Cross runway 4 left at Foxtrot. Continue taxi via Foxtrot, Bravo,
But it's
Alpha
probably
2,
having us hold
Alpha,
longer
United
because it has to cross 2
1803.
runways. It makes sense.
Dashport 2940, cross runway 4 right at Charlie. Continue taxi via Charlie Delta. Hold short runway tree left.
Of course, now we got this damn United over
Cross
here.
runway 4 right at Charlie.
Screwing up our system.
Continue taxi via
be here
Charlie,
forever.
Delta. Hold short runway tree left. Dashport 2940.
Alright, come on, ATC. Don't forget about me. Oh. Alright, we're gonna give it to 6. If we don't get clearance at 6, we're just gonna move. Oh, whoa.
United 516, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, United 516. That plane almost killed us. Again, experimental. Oh no. We're getting the kip thing he had going on.
Dashport 2940, cross runway tree left at Bravo.
Oh, man, I
Continue
gotta go to the
taxi
menu.
via Charlie Delta.
I'm nervous about it now. Oh crap.
Cross runway tree left
Setting.
at Bravo. Continue taxi via Charlie,
We're
Delta,
gonna turn
dash
off
port
frame generation for a
2940.
second, save it, go back to settings, and turn it back on, save it, and resume it. Is it fixed? Oh, we lost all traffic. Oh, because Beyond ATC doesn't like going to the menu. Okay, that fixed that issue. Alright, traffic will come back. Or Beyond ATC will come back. That's the first time I had that.
United 516, pushback not cleared. Immediately stop your pushback. Possible pilot deviation, United 516. I have a number for you to call. Advise ready to copy.
Alright, we'll kill off Beyond ATC until we get to our runway for departure. It's bugged out now because... So, I forgot that if you enter the menu right now with Beyond ATC, because of the way that SimConnect works now with Flight Sim 2024, it severs the connection. So they have to figure out some way to fix that. That's the first time I had that frame gen issue. I wonder if I can pick it up before departure. So we'll hold short up here at 27 and we'll try it. If not, then we'll pick it up back up in the air. Yeah, there's a few programs that must do some updates with that now that I think about it, because I think On Air will have to do an update. APL might need to. Well, not APL, because they use it if they don't use SimConnect. So anything that uses SimConnect, if they're anything that requires a consistent connection, they'll have to do some software updates. Unless Microsoft does something on their end, because they certainly could do something, I suppose. We're going to go Delta. And then 27's right here on the right of us, so we'll hold up short up here at Delta 2. We'll try it Beyond ATC again. Again, if it doesn't connect, or if it doesn't know where we are, then we'll do a we'll pick it up in the air. The textures are really blurry here. They'll have to do an update to this airport. You can see what's not airport and what is, and these are low quality compared to this here. You know, so now the default in 2024 looks better. Isn't that wild? That is wild stuff. I'm gonna hold short. I was gonna say Delta 1, or no, I'm doing Delta 2. That's what I said. Just bought it, installed Beyond ATC, and I just realized it doesn't really work with VFR. Yeah, it doesn't do VFR. Like, you can do it, but it's all IFR still. Yeah, it's coming sometime next year, probably. All right, let's try to connect to it now. I don't know if we can pick it up though for a departure. I think we have to do it when we're in the air. Landing lights are on.
ATC connected.
Let's see. All right, push and start, and let's get Boston Tower. Tower. There's two of them. There's west and east. We are east. 132225. 133 for departure. Okay, I think it's gonna work. Boston Tower, you're United 516 holding short, runway 27, ready for departure. Said that all goofy like a drunken person.
United 516, Boston Tower, wind 315 at 15, gust 23, runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, United 516. It's crazy how fast you could talk to ATC and it recognizes you, the voice recognition stuff. That's wild stuff. It's not just beyond ATC either, it's like all of them now. It's wild. Alright, here we are, holding not holding short, lining up. And let's go ahead and flex. Flex them muscles. Let's get out of Boston. There is no free version of Beyond ATC, no. Nope, just paid. There's two different versions though. There's the whatever, the basic version, not basic, non-traffic version, and there's a supporter pack. Supporter pack's the only one that has traffic. And doesn't tell us what to do, so
United 516 reset transponder, squawk 3753.
3753. Oh shit. Hit the wrong button. Alright. Follow, I think we were cleared SOC 7 departure, so I'm just gonna follow the Fox 7. SOC 7, I don't know if I said Fox or not. Go down to climb. Climb, set. Flaps are up. Spoilers are disarmed. Might have screwed things up. Look beyond ATC. I switched when I switched the comms when they were asking me for the squawk. Alright, let's just go on. Departure here. Boston departure, United 516, 3,400, climbing 4,000.
United 516, Boston departure, good afternoon, radar contact, climb, maintain flight level 180.
Flight level 180, United 516.
JetBlue 452, turn right, heading 205, descend and maintain 5,000, altimeter 29905, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 205, descend and maintain 5,000, altimeter 29905, JetBlue 452.
Alright, this flight went a little more bumpier. Technical issues, more than anything. Welcome to adding in add-ons. This is like every game though. This isn't just Flight Sim. You add in mods and stuff to games and things just go haywire.
JetBlue 250, cleared direct Goshi, cross Goshi at or above 6,000, cleared ILS.
Alright, we're gonna have a tailwind for this flight, so that's awesome.
Cleared direct Goshi, cross Goshi at or above 6,000, cleared ILS.
Alright, still hand flying this aircraft.
JetBlue 250.
Go on down here and go to that. Everything else is good.
JetBlue 452, turn right, heading 305, intercept the 4 right localizer, descend, maintain 3,600.
And I typically turn on AP once I get at 10,000.
4 right localizer, descend, maintain 3,600, JetBlue 452.
Alright, AP is on. Turn the volume. I think I increased it a little too much, sorry. Alright, all's grand. Nice scenic departure from Boston. Oh, there's the FPS hit. Oh, I suppose I can update Volanta, huh? Back. We're going to DCA.
JetBlue 250, contact Boston Tower 128.8. Have a good one. Over to Tower 128.8, JetBlue 250.
See, like right here it looks very similar to 2020. Very, very similar. Maybe some minor differences out here with the atmosphere. But for the most part, very similar to 2020. The difference is I'm getting 90 FPS. Need to install a Copilot add-on to fully simulate a commercial. Yeah, you know, I thought about it. I might eventually do it. Next year. In a little over a month. Maybe sometime in January. I'll give it a shot. If I don't know, are they currently working? Well, I guess most aircrafts haven't worked. Most third-party aircrafts haven't worked. Or the airliners, at least.
Contact Boston Center 124.85. Have a good one.
12485. Boston Center, United 516. Passing 15,000, climbing flight level 180.
United 516, Boston Center. Good evening. Climb, maintain flight level 360.
Flight level 360, United 516. You know what's funny is yesterday I took off from
United
LAX.
516, contact Boston Center 2875.
Apparently doesn't want me to tell you a story. Boston Center, United 516, passing 16,000, climbing flight level 360. Sometimes it does the talking over you.
United 516, Boston Center, roger.
Yeah, FS crew, yeah. FS2 crew and FSFO next. Yeah, I've heard of both. I wonder if, well, I assume they'll eventually work if they're not currently. But they're all airplane dependent. There's one for the FENIX, I think, right? So FS2 crew maybe works. I was gonna say, oh yeah, so I departed from LAX last night in the FENIX. And I got up to 4,000, and I thought it was a speed altitude restriction for like 10 nautical miles. I'm like, man, that's a long one. So I look at the charts, and it's not on the charts. I was like, what the hell? Stupid plane. And then I looked over at my little altitude, and I have it set for 4,000. I never increased it. It wasn't on ATC. I was just, flying. Used a FENIX one? Yeah, I'll try it. I think I'll try it next year. I had thought about it for a very long time, but I never did. What's your VGA? What is VGA? Alright, all looking really, really good here. So from my understanding, some of the known issues with a few of the third-party aircrafts that are currently working is sometimes the fuel burns a little bit faster. Not all of them, not all aircrafts are like that. Just there's a handful like that the fuel burns a little bit more compared to 2020. They must have done something different. I don't know if the flight dynamics messed with that or not, but so that's what I've been told from what I've read. I guess not been told by anyone, but what I've read. I have a feeling we're going to see a FENIX update very soon. Very soon. I wouldn't be surprised if it's as early as Wednesday this week. I wouldn't be surprised. Not FENIX, on iFly. Because people have gotten it to work in the sim. There's just some issues. And they're very minor issues. And given that FENIX was able to get this plane going so fast, it leaves me with a lot of hope that the iFly team, knowing that the aircraft works currently kind of somewhat inside 2024, that it might work sooner than later. The PMDG, though, that's the one I think is going to take their time, because it seems like they just take their sweet time. And I understand they do it because they want to have a fully functional aircraft that's not, you know, partially assembled and ready to go. But sometimes I feel like they take their sweet time a little bit longer and dragging their feet.
Boston Center, Brickyard 5792, descending via Ocean 5.
Did you see the FENIX Discord in the announcements? They have a link that describes how the technical aspects of the aircraft work. Pretty amazing programming. No, I didn't. Let me see. Discord.
Contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good one.
I got way too many Discords.
Boston approach, Brickyard 5792.
By the numbers, that one? I'm assuming you're talking about this one here. Product stacks. There are two parts of the core flight model. Yeah, this is interesting. Have to compromise. That was an issue. That's an issue that SWS says. They have to compromise sometimes, and that's what pisses off some people, because other planes don't compromise. But they've had to compromise sometimes with some of their aircrafts.
Boston Center, JetBlue 654, descending via Ocean 5, flight level 230.
It's not simulated, which is manifests itself cruising airlines with a higher nose altitude than data spread. Workarounds a hidden notch of flaps to move CL, having invisible spoilers activated throughout other flight phases. Oh, that's interesting. Wow, they go in depth. This is crazy. Look how long this is. This is crazy. This is cool. Like, this shows you how dedicated they are. Look at the charts they have. This shows you the dedication this team has to their aircraft. Wow. This I'll look at this further in detail. This is wild. This is wild stuff. Like, I know a lot of devs try to make their aircraft fly by the numbers, and by doing sometimes by the numbers, it means that the aircraft doesn't fly how it should fly in the sim. You know, like it handles. It's more sensitive in the sim than real life to try to obtain those real life numbers. A lot of the issues have always been the transition from being airborne to on the ground. There's that dynamic transition. That is gone with 2024. Gone. Avangel actually did a really good video. It was her first bush flights in 2024. And she took out the, would she take out the Cub or something? I can't remember which plane it was. But she showed the physics, the difference with the ground, and like it was. I'm not a bush pilot like she is. She's fantastic in the sim with it. But she showed a really good job of how the ground fixes the transition physics is gone. Like it's you're airborne until you touch the ground, and there's no more of that ice skating stuff. So that's really cool. I like even this week here, doing so many GA flights in the Cessna 172 and the Caravan. I can feel the difference. It's so much easier and smoother to get a better landing in those planes than it is in 2020. They're not just everywhere. And yeah, obviously if you're in the 172 and it's breezy, it's difficult to land that plane. So I don't know, it's so cool. It's such a different feeling. Again, I don't know if it's real or not from what I'm hearing initially from real world pilots, airline pilots, and just GA people, that it is pretty dang real. Pretty dang real. And that's always been the hang-up when it comes to 2020, is that X-Plane and Flight Sim 2024, or sorry, X-Plane and 2020 are totally different when it comes to the flight dynamics, the flight physics. And people say that X-Plane always feels more realistic, more lifelike, and is FAA certified. Well, that might change with 2024. 2024 might now have the physics, might have the realistic, maybe can get FAA approved. They got the graphics, they got the shadows, they got the trees now that everyone has talked about when X-Plane, they launched their, with X-Plane 12, wasn't it? The new trees. Trees move like craziness. Some are like overly aggressive. Got grass blades. They got ground textures and all that jazz. Like, from the visual aspect, Flight Sim has always been there. The question has always been, can they catch up on the other stuff when it comes to the flight dynamics and physics? And it looks like they might have. We could very well see the continuous decline of X-Plane. Think about how many people have come over from X-Plane to Flight Sim 2020. And now there are definitely a lot of people that will not leave X-Plane because they have, a lot of money invested in that sim. A lot of money invested in that sim. So I totally get it. I 100% get it. I was a BlackBerry user for a very long time. And it took me a long time to want to, or have the willingness to switch over to a different brand, because I've had, I had so many programs on the BlackBerry network. I was so comfortable with that device. And it's just kind of the same thing. It's definitely kind of the same thing. X-Plane is FAA certified, so that says it all as in terms of flight. Yeah. And you think about it, X-Plane, like, their goal has always been to have as realistic of a flight profile as you possibly can have. That's kind of been what X-Plane's whole thing has been about. Are you going higher on purpose? No, flight level 360. I do not think MSFS will ever try to get it. I don't know. I understand, like, Microsoft and the Sobo, obviously with the career mode, they set out to capture the gaming part of flight simulation, because that's where the revenue is in the gamers. The revenue, when it comes to the hardcore or intermediate users of flight sim, their revenue's not there unless they require it. Require add-ons to only go through the marketplace and nothing externally. The day they do that is the day they tick off a bunch of developers, but that would be the stream of revenue for sure. And they push flight sim, I think, even further into the gaming category because it's on Xbox. If it wasn't on the Xbox, I think maybe there would be a chance they might look at the FAA, but maybe in the future, because that's a revenue line. That's a huge revenue line. Hey buddy, do you have this problem? Can you tell me what I'm doing wrong? This is my camera not able to move it. Or sorry, why is my camera not able to move it? I was moving and I got this now. It's broken. Not moving. Like with your mouse? Like this? It's not moving? Alright, let's see. We are expecting runway 19er, which should be a Yankee arrival. I'm expecting into Ronald Reagan. So let's get my charts out for that. It's a little early, but I don't expect the weather to change based on what we've already seen for the weather. So we'll go on down below here, and altimeter 3029er, which may change, but it won't change anything drastically. 13 for the temperature, and winds are 160 at 6. And 780 for the barrel. Alright, approach in there, and I think I did set up yeah, I set up this earlier, right? Yeah, 19, sure I did. Yeah, I did this, yeah. It will be interesting, though, to see what Microsoft decides to do. In terms of the camera, I'm not sure. I can't get into my settings right now because there's an issue with Beyond ATC, which is what I'm using, that if you go into the main menu, it ends the SIM Connect connection, and then that will sever Beyond ATC working and maybe even New Sky. So I can't go into the settings. My only suggestion is if you can get into your options in the menu, go to controls, go into your mouse, and see if your settings are right there.
United 516, contact Boston Center 124.525.
Boston Center 124.525, United 516, see ya. Alright, so over to 124.525. Boston Center, hello from United 516, flight level 360. I haven't heard any issues though with the mouse. Once in a while, when
United 516, Boston Center, roger.
Like when I go to different cameras, it for whatever reason just randomly stops working. It will like pull out the cockpit so you're farther out, or maybe even have the camera on the outside, and the only way to fix it is to restart. And I'm guessing it's a known issue. I haven't seen other streamers have that issue though, so maybe it's a me thing. Maybe I have some key bound.
Avianca 210, contact New York approach.
That was the biggest thing. Is it was cool that not all, but some of the settings did transfer over from your peripherals, but it also causes conflicts. And I think I spent the first day or two trying to fix those conflicts up. Alright, New York is somewhere around here. Isn't like JFK up here? Somewhere? This is a crisp, clear day. This is wild. Got some clouds out here in the distance, but visibility is 10. Clouds are 25,000. Ceiling is 12,000. So we'll get into some clouds when we get into Reagan, but overall it's going to be pretty clear flight. I think FENIX needs to adjust this though. This is kind of aggressive. I think this is FENIX's. Maybe it's Microsoft stuff. Contrails are a little funky looking. The little moon out there in the distance. I'm glad it's the right size now. It's not overly sized. The sun is nice as well. Alright, we have 226 nautical miles before our arrival. We have a company message. I don't think we were late on departure, right? We should have been fine. We had a technical issue, but I think we're fine. Yeah, no issues. This, the new EFB is really cool. And the other thing that's really neat about it, oh cool, it shows the planes. These must be, yeah, these are Beyond ATC planes. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Huh. The other thing that's really cool is that Navigraph is now involved with it, or has a plugin for it.
16, contact Boston Center 132.3, take care.
1323. Boston Center, United 516, flight level 360. I have to sign in. I do think there's something broken with this because you gotta sign in every single time, it seems like.
JetBlue 554 Boston.
Alright, so here is SimBrief, or not SimBrief, Navigraphs, and I can pull up the charts right up in here.
516 Boston Center, roger.
There we go. Here's our flight plan.
Moxie 6451, contact Boston
And
Center,
so we can see where we are. And we are doing 19 Yankee.
Moxie 6451, have a good one.
Yankee. And that. So. So it'll have us go to Derek, have us go to Derek, and then fly on in for the arrival. Exit is going to be onto the right.
Contact Boston Center 128.1.
You're 19, exit to the right. And who knows what gate we're going to get. It's pretty cool. The default stuff's not bad either. How do we get back to the default stuff? Flight planner. The default flight planner is not bad at all. It's what you expect, but you can get charts and stuff out of it.
55 heavy, contact Boston Center 128.1.
So like here, we can put in our airports of Boston
Center 128.1, Delta 855 heavy.
to DCA. If we click on this guy, we go to charts, and here's all our charts. So arrival via DL3, so we can clip that. We can look at the chart right here. So this is the LiDAR, not LiDAR, shoot, what's it called? It's not LiDAR. I can't think of the terminology right now. Oh, here you go. LIDO. Yeah, this is a LIDO chart. I don't like that you can't zoom in with your mouse wheel here. You have to actually put the yeah, LIDO, thank you.
Contact New York Center 121.125, have a good evening.
121.125. Oh, I did that wrong. 121125. New York Center, United 516, flight level 360. The mountains look better in this sim. Yeah, the mountains are so much better. I have the mountains to show here. P2, do you have SimBrief? I think you have Navigraph, right? I think we talked about this before. Do you have SimBrief on the tablet here? Or not SimBrief, Navigraph? Yeah, the ETC is still processing my speech. Is it broken? New York Center, United 516, flight level 360. No add-ons except for the FENIX. Went with the right choice. Oh boy, is 11 Labs broken? Oh, there it goes.
Lindbergh 4393, New York Center, radar contact, continue climb to flight level 250.
Oh yeah, like the flight planner is pretty good. There'll be more updates as time goes on. Let's see if there's a river visual. The Yankees, what we're expecting.
New York Center, roger.
But it looks really good. I might. I have Navigraph until this next fall. If it gets updated, I might switch over.
New York Center, Delta 2301, descending via robot tree, flight level 349er.
Now it doesn't have as many charts as Navigraph does, because Navigraph gets them through Jeppesen. But they might add more. But I think it's really cool. I'll be looking at my logs here. So it doesn't do all of your flights. It doesn't track them all. There's some sort of a bug. Because it says I did 6 hours. Oh, I might have done 6 hours yesterday. 22 hours, 23 hours of flight time last week. But I definitely did more. Because look at this. Yeah, so over 5,000 nautical miles in only 27 hours? That doesn't seem right. The takeoffs and landings seem right. It'll be interesting to see how this impacts Navigraph sales. Yeah, I'm interested. I'm very interested. I don't see, that's the thing is, there definitely is a large group of people who don't use charts because they're unwilling to spend, you know, the $70 for the year or whatever it is monthly to Navigraph. And I understand that because it's another subscription, it's expensive, it's, unless you're doing airliner flights, it's not really necessary. And now that's built in, like this could have easily been a monthly charge that Asobo Microsoft charged. Easily. They could easily charge whatever, $3 a month or something for this. Or, you know, an add-on, $20 a year, whatever. New York Center, United 516, flight level 360. Now we have a headwind. 84 knots.
57, New York Center, roger.
Alright, and approach, we are going to be able to descend down to $6,000. Yeah, I think 11 Labs is struggling again. Seems to happen on Mondays around this time with Beyond ATC. Alright, while we're at cruise and we have a few minutes, I'm going to step away for about 2 minutes. Be right back. Alright, we still have... What do we have? Like... I don't know, 50 nautical miles? Not even that. 40 nautical miles before top of descent? That is cool though, like the maps show beyond ATC traffic. Let me get back to the map. There we go. That's pretty cool. So there's a plane in front of us. Somewhere. There's two planes in front of us nearby. Should we go plane spotting? Oh, there's one right there. And then I think this is one here. This is the contrail. And so there's one on the map. That's so cool. I don't know where the other one is. I don't know if this... Oh, this is we're passing this contrail. That might be from that plane. Yeah, that's from that plane. That's so awesome. Alright, Philadelphia is way out here in the distance. There's a really good add-on for Pittsburgh that's free. I need to see if that works in 2024. I know I said I wasn't going to add so many third-party things to 2024. I'm going to just do the big airports that I fly in and out of a lot. I won't do the smaller ones. By the way, the FENIX in 2024 detects other multiplayer aircrafts in the TCAS. No way. Does it really? Just multiplayer though? Because it's not detecting any of the aircrafts. The, what's it called? Beyond ATC. That's cool. This FENIX is a very nice aircraft, man. This is just so cool. Well modeled. It did for me. I forgot to turn on the announcements. I think, like I said, I think they're working. They're just really quiet. You can adjust them, right? Go back here. Settings. Because the EFB, changed the background. I don't want that. Maybe that's actually what I want. Sim settings? Yeah, here we go. Cabin announcements. Yeah, so you can't change. I'm going to mute it on task switch. We'll keep that off. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think there's anything I need to change. Alright, got about 130 nautical miles. Where did I see that at before? I know you can get it here, but like, didn't I see it on? Was it in the flight sim EFB? Someone's asking in chat on the channel, how do you send to the avionics? I got it working. I don't remember what plane it was. I thought it was the Max, the Asobo Max. You click this little button here. You can also get it from the avionics if you click this button here. Now, I don't want to do it in the FENIX right now because we're in a flight. But I do have on the channel... Oh, there's a plane right there. Oh, yeah, it's showing here. Oh, yeah, it is. Right there. How cool is that? That's awesome. Yeah, so it's showing the beyond ATC traffic. But if you go in here, you can add in all your stuff. So we depart at runway 27. Add departure. We did the SOX 7 departure via SOX, and we can change procedure. And now the arrival is going to be DL3. The FENIX is a aircraft developer. So the FENIX, actually it's what's FENIX Simulations or something. They make an aircraft called the FENIX, which is an Airbus A320, well, Airbus A319, A320, and A321 via Laughlin. Change it, and now that we made those changes, we're not doing ILS 1, we're doing the Yankee, we're expecting the Yankee 19 change. Now that we changed that, we go back, it will now be on our chart here. We're off course still for some reason. We must have had other things in between here, other waypoints. SOX. I don't remember what we had in here, but we must have had something else that sent us off here. And it's not direct from, it's not direct SOX to, yeah, there's a missing point in here, so we can add those in here, waypoints, add in different like VORs to go over. Can you get this FENIX on Game Pass? No. FENIX is its own thing for flight sim. Oh, it's processing speech still, so I think it's about to tell us to start our descent. We might lose beyond ATC. I'm going to switch to a different frequency, bring it back. And
Brickyard 4455, New York Center. Good evening. Radar contact. Climb, maintain flight level 280.
Climb, maintain flight level 280, Brickyard 4455.
Delta 1475. Contact New York Center 128.3.
Contact New York Center 128.3, Delta 1475. New York Center.
it's catching up with all the traffic around us. Trying to jump in.
Spirit Wings 3930, New York Center. Good evening. Radar contact. Continue climb to flight level 240.
Continue climb to flight level 240. Spirit Wings 3930.
New York Center, United 516.
Boston Center 132.
Flight level 322, descending via DL3.
Contact Boston Center 132.3, Avianca 226.
United 516, New York Center. Roger.
Alright, it has us on there.
United 516, New York Center. Expect DL3, runway 19er.
Expect DL3, runway 19er, United 516. Is it still struggling?
Brickyard 4455, contact Washington Center 124.775.
Contact Washington Center 124.775, Brickyard 4455. See you.
New York Center, United 516, ready for descent. I don't know if it quite understood what we were doing earlier, so I just want to make sure I request it.
Continue climb to flight level tree.
United 516, descend via DL3
There we go. All right.
Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport landing runway 19er, altimeter 3009er.
Gosh, is it broken still? Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to have beyond ATCA for the arrival.
Descend via DL3 arrival. Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport landing runway 19er.
This is the problem with AI stuff, is that
3009er.
when businesses are back in business, descend via DL3 arrival.
Runway 19er.
What the hell?
Negative runway 19er.
I know. Descend via DL3 arrival, landing runway 19er, United 516.
Spirit Wings
Okay.
3930. Washington Center 124.
When businesses are back operation on Monday through Friday during peak times,
Contact Washington Center 124.7.
AI stuff is sluggish because companies are using it. More people are using it. Schools are using it. You know, whatever. Students, I guess. Not schools, but...
New York Center,
So, it
American
drags.
2077, flight level 220.
American 2077,
Alright.
New York Center, radar contact.
So, Phoenix
JetBlue 1199,
is...
contact New York Center 128.3. Have a good evening.
Contact New York Center 128.3, JetBlue
Phoenix
1199.
makes these aircrafts, the 319, the 321, and the 320.
New York Center, Spirit Wings
And they're only on PC.
flight level 232.
So, Phoenix.com, or sorry, PhoenixSim.com.
Spirit Wings 106, New York Center, radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 340.
Climb and maintain flight level 340. Spirit Wings 106.
American 2077, contact New York Center 124.625.
Yeah, it's definitely struggling to generate the voices. It's a little bit slower than
2077.
typically. And it's working. Alright, so we have a flight level restriction of 1000.
United 516, contact Washington Center 127.7. See you.
1277. Washington Center, United 516, flight level 264, descending via DL3. Slurring my words. Yeah, see, it's taken a while to process the speech. That's always the indication to me that whoever they use, I know they use 11 Labs,
United
but
516, Washington Center. Descend, maintain 10,000 feet, altimeter 3009er.
10,000 United 516. Alright, let's program that in, 10,000. So still has the wind update. When the plane kind of just goes all crazy, like a weather update from 2020.
Washington Center, Delta 2645.
I was hoping that was going to
flight
get
level
fixed a bit, but
302.
oh well.
Delta 2645, Washington Center, roger.
Couple clouds popping up. A little bit of fog down there, a little haze. Like, one of the things I've been saying is how smooth it is to rotate a camera. Like, here we are with beyond ATC traffic in a heavier plane, which is the Phoenix. And there are still little stutters here and there. But, like, in 2020, this would be popping around a lot. The frames just, it wouldn't be as smooth as this is. It's wild to see the difference with just overall smoothness. The FPS might be about the same, realistically, overall, like an average. It's just how smooth things are in 2020. Or sorry, 2024.
Washington Center 132.05.
13205. Washington Center, United 516, flight level 234, descending via DL3. The struggle bus.
United 516, Washington Center, roger.
Alright, for stream schedule going forward for this week, Wednesday, highly likely, maybe a little later than normal, maybe in the late morning start. Thursday, which is Thanksgiving, to be determined, but probably a little later than normal start as well. But then that's it for the week. So those 2 days, I have 2 videos I'm working on for this week. And then next week, we'll start some new stuff, which if you want to know, jump in and become a member on the channel, and you can get early access to In the Know. But those videos will come up sometime next week as we start moving into 2024, more 2024 content. The daily shorts that I have pop up in the channel will continue as normal, one a day, but they are slowly going to be transitioning over to 2024 flights. I think the next month worth is still 2020 flights, but all really cool arrivals. Typically I do arrivals. But I have some really cool ones towards the end of, towards the middle of December that are 2024, which is really awesome. One thing to keep in mind if you're using the FENIX is that the replay system up here, I can't remember what it stands for anymore, but the replay system doesn't really play friendly with the FENIX. The Builds one was fine, the Sobo one's fine, but the FENIX, it doesn't do the sounds right. It also has some additional weird sounds that happen, and I think it's just because of the way the FENIX is done. Most of the replay software within Flight Sim is kind of patched together, and I don't think this is any exception. The thing to keep in mind is that even the one we have in Flight Sim 2024 is not from a Sobo. I can't remember the dude's name, but they contracted with the dude. They bought out his software. That I shouldn't say bought out, but they have his software integrated within 2024, and obviously he helped develop it better so that it's working more efficiently with 2024. But it's not made by a Sobo. All's looking pretty good. DCA is in the distance, about 70 nautical miles out. So we should be on the ground here probably within, what, 25 minutes? And then we might do 1 or 2, we'll see, career mode flights. And then that will be the end of the stream today. We're already coming up on 3 hours.
Washington Center, Brickyard 5644. Good evening. Flight level 320.
Brickyard 5644, Washington Center, roger.
Alright, so looking at the chart here, we are on approach, so we can go ahead and bring up our Navigraph ones first and look at DL3. Here we are on DL3 arrival. So you have a restriction of 1,000 right here. They give us clearance to 10,000, and then we are expecting this transition over here for 19 arrival. And if we look at the
Washington Center, American 1871
built-in flight
Heavy,
planner,
flight level 254.
go to arrival via DL3.
American 1871 Heavy, Washington Center, roger.
And here we are as well. So we 11,000 restriction there, and then 10,000 at deal, and we're gonna follow up this way. So again, the charts are very similar. They look a little bit different, of course, but the LIDO charts are working extremely well. My only complaint as of right now is that I can't just use my mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Just a nitpicky stuff. The arrival approaches. We already looked at this once, I think, but let's add that in there.
132.55.
And over to center, 13255. Washington Center, United 516, passing 14,000, descending 10,000.
Washington Center 134.15, November 9107 Hotel.
United 516, Washington Center, roger.
So we'll get vectors over to Derek, and then we'll come in for the arrival. The visual arrival is going to be really, really cool. I'm excited to see how this looks in 2024. I've done it many times in 2020. So it'll be really cool to see what it looks like here in 2024.
Southwest 147.
Your clip charts
Washington
are
Center,
here, in
24725.
case you wondered. So anytime
Contact
you
Washington Center 24725. Southwest
clip any of these guys
147.
here, they will show up in that section. So if we go to airport here, we want the ground charts, clip that. And now if we go over to this bottom one here,
Brickyard
it's going to be right here.
3469,
So
Washington
here
Center,
is
expect tackle 2,
DCA
runway 23 right.
coming in 19, and we have our charts for the arrival, or for the airport.
Runway 23 right.
So clipping is
Brickyard 3469.
nice and easy. It's like clipping coupons.
Washington Center, Brickyard 4391, 600 feet.
One thing I noticed is that the FENIX does seem to slow a little bit more in 2020. It's not maintaining 250 knots.
Continue climb to flight level 250.
I don't know if it is a bug or if that's how it's supposed to do it. Blimps, we are heading to Ronald Reagan, DCA, Washington National. This is a really cool arrival, the river visual arrival.
Washington Center, Spirit Wings 987.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be river visual, but
340.
as of right now, it's the RNAV arrival.
Spirit Wings 987, Washington Center.
All right, here's our restriction, and then we'll be dropping down to 10,000 for deal,
Washington
which is
Center,
the next restriction.
Lindbergh 4403, flight level 187.
Lindbergh 4403, Washington Center, radar contact, continue climb to flight level 310.
Let's see if we got any planes around
Continue
us.
climb to flight level 310, Lindbergh 4403.
Back.
Delta 1879, contact Washington
Couple
Center.
behind us.
124.725.
Got a couple
See you.
coming in.
Contact
All right, see,
Washington
now we're
Center,
on the arrival plate.
124.725, Delta 1879.
So we'll go on up here, and then it will have us vector over to Derek. Guessing departure planes coming in arrival. Who knows what that's doing? It's so cool that they work on here. I didn't think they would. You can also change the map settings if you want to, so you can change it to the type of map you're seeing. So you can do like the terrain. I like satellite. So you can also do that, which is cool.
United 516, contact Potomac approach 125.65.
Oh, over to approach. 12565. All right, over to approach, everyone. And now we're going to go ahead and get our arrival, which is our ATIS, which is 13265.
Wind 170 at 6. Visibility 10. Temperature 13. 2.03. Altimeter 3009er. Landing and departing runways 221519er. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Sierra.
Sierra.
Potomac, Blue Streak 5342. Good evening. 1212700 with information Sierra.
Oh, had to be waiting a couple seconds. We'd have got Sierra from
Blue
her.
Streak 5342. Potomac approach. Altimeter 3009er. Expect the visual approach runway 15. Altimeter 3009er. Expect the visual approach runway 15. Blue Streak 5342.
Potomac approach, hello from United 516. We're at 10,000 with information Sierra.
Potomac, Blue Streak 5278, 700.
Blue Streak 5278, Potomac departure, radar contact.
Airport is out here in the
direct
distance.
CAF resume the Scram 6. Climb and maintain 16,000 feet.
Clear direct CAF. Resume the Scram 6. Climb and maintain 16,000
I don't think I've ever come
feet.
into
Blue Streak 5278.
Reagan in this direction. Coming in
United
from the
516 Potomac approach. Good
from the
evening,
east.
altimeter tree 009er. Expect the
We are expecting the visual.
Runway 19er.
Cool. Expect the visual 19er, United 516. Very cool. Alright, so next restriction is 6,000. So edgy is 74. So we're going to maintain 10,000 until we get past Thane here. At Thane, we are allowed to descend. I don't trust the autopilot's telling us that we are able to go down to 6,000 at Thane. But if we look at the charts, so let's pull up the charts real quick. Go into charts. Let's look at the LIDO first. The DL3 arrival. Alright, so if we look at DL3, DL3 is saying 10,000 from Deal, and Yuck is still 10,000. And then between Edge and Thane is 10,000. And then here we have 6,000. So if we look at Navigraph, this is where Navigraph does a slightly better job. So Deal's 10, Edge is 10 to 17, and then from Edge to Thane is 10,000 as well. So the max up here is 6,000. Actually, no, I'm sorry, I'm incorrect. 12,000, or no, 17 is the minimums. So 10 to 17, we can be in between here. So actually, no, it's the chart's right. I was talking wrong. So we can actually set 6,000. The computer's right. I'm wrong. As usual. Alright, Deal, we're still at a restriction, 10,000. Once we pass Deal, Edge restriction is, well, not restriction, but Edge is saying we can be 74, 75 pretty much. We can't go any lower than 6,000 though, until we hit Thane. At Thane we can do it. I have the Game Pass on PC, you can't install FENIX on the Xbox. Yeah, no. No FENIX on the Xbox. It requires a piece of software to run in the background. PT, you still have a while on your flight, don't you? You have a long flight. I need a work from home job like you do. You can fly it while you're at work. Right, this isn't Reagan. What's the other airport in Washington? Washington. Ah, shoot. What's it called? Oh my gosh, it's gonna bug me now. Oh my gosh. It's bugging me. Baltimore? No, not Baltimore. What's it called? Duels. Oh my gosh. Washington Duel. IAD. Work from home gets really isolated sometimes. Hard to be by yourself all the time. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. I was on leave from work for 6 months. Healing and surgery stuff. And eventually, yeah, that really drained on me. Especially the first 2 months of that lead, because the first 2 months was testing medication and trying to get myself just to be stable. Yeah, I don't think I could technically be a work from home person. I don't like talking to people. Because my social batteries drain pretty quickly. But I do need to have some sort of communication. I couldn't do like live streaming long term like this. For a living, I couldn't do this. Because there's just too many times where I'm like, I just don't want to stream, I don't want to talk to people. But then there are times where I'm excited with this flight sim stuff, where it's like, oh, it'd be great.
Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Lindbergh 4431.
They used to sit at home, fight my own demons while trying to make an appointment. Yeah. Alright, Washington's coming into view. Airport's on to the left of us. Not that one. Right there. Here's the river visual that we'll be following in. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, there's Washington, Reagan. There's our landing runway. There's a bridge over here. We'll be following that bridge in for guidance. Washington Monument. We got the White House there. Pentagon's over here. I haven't explored DC yet in 2024. Alright, altitude's looking good.
Potomac, JetBlue 1280, descending via cap 3, 5,900
Alright,
feet.
trying to get seated in my chair.
Lindbergh 4431, turn right, heading 175.
Turn right, heading 175. Lindbergh 4431.
Alright, here we are at caps that are 6,000.
JetBlue 1280, Potomac approach. Good evening, altimeter tree 009er. Expect the visual approach runway 15.
And we're not allowed to descend any more until we get clearance.
3009er, expect the visual approach runway.
And we're not expecting any adjustments until we get up to Megs here. Got a couple of planes out in the distance here. Oh, I want to look outside. Oh yeah, DC's looking pretty nice still. This is somewhere I do want to visit in real life. I think I said that in my last 2020 stream. That wasn't the last stream 2020? DC? I think it was. The water, I don't know if that's better or not. I think it is. It's like brownish color here. Bluish color in the distance.
335, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 15, JetBlue 1280.
Anyways, we'll be coming in the visual. Follow this river. There's our runway to land. And exit to the right. This is always a really cool place to come into. Really, really cool.
4431, cleared visual approach runway 19er.
Cleared visual approach 19er. Lindbergh 4431.
I think we can descend now. We can't go any lower than 21. Because we have to make it down to, so let's go down to 3. I always forget. This is where I lose my head in terms of what we're allowed to and not allowed to do. Because they cleared us for the visual, so they cleared us to go to Derek. Well, not yet, but they will be clearing us to go to Derek.
Maintain 5,000, altimeter 3009. 3409er, JetBlue 1280.
United 516, leave Megs heading tree 55. Expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 19er.
Leave Megs heading 355. Expect the vectors for the visual 19er, United 516. Alright.
Lindbergh 4431, contact Washington Tower 119.1.
Got speed brakes out to keep our speed down a little bit. And then we're going to be going 355 momentarily.
United 516, turn right heading tree 35. Vectors for the approach.
Right heading 355, United 516.
Negative, turn right heading tree 35.
Right heading 335, United 516. Alright, all grand here. Speed's looking better.
United 516, turn right heading 100.
Right heading 100, United 516. I went the wrong way.
JetBlue 1280, turn right heading 075. Descend, maintain 4,000 feet.
I made it. Oops.
Heading 075.
I'm gonna have a phone number to call.
4,000 feet, JetBlue 1280.
Alright. 27 for Derek.
516, turn right heading 115.
Right heading 115, United 516. Yeah, I just totally screwed that up. Alright, all looking pretty good. All looking pretty good indeed. Although I wonder why it would have had us go right. Maybe traffic? There's a plane out here in the distance. We got plenty of separation.
Blue Streak 5342, leave Packy heading tree 35. Expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 15. Leave Pack heading tree 35. Expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 15. Blue Streak 5342.
Alright, we're on 115 now.
United 516, turn left heading 085.
Left heading 085, United 516. Now it seems like we're doing like a 360.
JetBlue 1280.
I think we're intercepting Megs again.
14 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight, JetBlue 1280.
JetBlue 1280, cleared visual approach, runway 15.
They wanted us to come out this way,
Cleared visual
so it's
approach
lining us up.
15,
We're not going to be
JetBlue
getting the visual,
1280.
maybe? We'll see. Alright, so arm speed brakes. Go on down here. Ignition start. All good. Check. Lights are good for the arrival.
Blue Streak 5342.
Oh, what the
turn
hell?
right, heading tree 35. Descend, maintain 5,000 feet.
I had turned on the
Altimeter
lights.
Tree 009er. Vectors for the approach. Turn right, heading tree 35. Descend, maintain 5,000 feet. Altimeter tree 009er. Blue
All right,
Streak
ATC, what are you doing?
5342. United 516, turn right, heading 180.
Alright, going right. Right heading 180, United 516. Yeah, looks like it's just going to set us up for the visual.
JetBlue 1280.
We're not following the
contact
river, though.
Washington Tower 119.1.
This is kind of wrong.
Over to Tower 119.1, JetBlue 1280. Have a good evening.
That's interesting. I've never done this. River visual. I'm going to look at the chart real quick while we're
United
turning.
516, airport is at your 2 o'clock, 12 miles. Report the field in sight.
Definitely not the visual. We have the field in sight, United 516. I don't technically have it right now,
United
but
516, cleared visual approach, runway 19er.
cleared for the visual 19er, United 516. We'd totally be getting in trouble doing this flight.
Washington Tower 119.1.
119er 1. Washington Tower, United 516 on the visual 19er. Where the hell's the airport? Right there. Alright. We gotta make some adjustments. AP's off.
United
My aircraft.
516, Washington Tower, wind 170 at 6, runway 19er cleared to land.
Runway 19er cleared to land, United 516. I think this is against the regulations of landing in Reagan. do believe you have to come in through the visual river. Don't think you can just do a straight in like this. Alright, flaps coming down. Well, we'll do kind of our own river visual. This is also going to test my skills here with the joystick. Feel good with the altitude. Speed's good. Gear down. Okay, I see 2 red, 2 white, I think. Staying cleared of the monuments. Flaps 3. And flaps full. Alright, aircraft is ready for arrival. I think we're slightly high at this point. I think it's 3 white, 1 red. Trying to get back on course. A little bit of a headwind. Yeah, this has got to be illegal. Alright, there's a bridge in sight. Washington's nice and beautiful, though.
Above.
JetBlue 1280, exit next available taxiway.
Minimum 500.
Exit next available taxiway. JetBlue 1280.
Right, little low.
JetBlue 1280, monitor ground 121.7.
Is it the Lincoln Monument there on the left?
Ground 121.7, JetBlue 1280.
There's the bridge that we were supposed to be for the river visual.
Tower, Blue
Are there
Street
2 Pappies?
5342, visual runway 15.
Maybe there's some conflicting stuff going on at this airport now.
5342, Washington Tower, wind 170 at 6, runway 15 cleared to land.
Feel like I'm a little
Runway
high.
15 cleared to land. Blue Streak 5342.
Stable.
$50, $40, $30, $20, retard. Drive.
Alright, not as smooth as the last flight, but we got down. 343, yeah, definitely heavier. Versas are good. We have a United that's just chilling there, so we're going to try to go past that. Welcome to DC. The local time is, I don't know.
United 516, exit right at Alpha.
Right at Alpha. Right at Alpha, United 516. Where's Alpha? Right up here. That was an interesting arrival. I screwed up a little bit, and Beyond ATC, I think, also screwed up. Alright, landing lights off, taxi lights remain on. We're on Alpha. And gate Bravo 16 is what we're expecting.
United
We're gonna
516,
hold here.
contact ground 121.7.
1217. Washington ground, United 516 on Alpha. Would like to taxi to gate Bravo 16.
United 516, welcome to Ronald Reagan Washington National, gate Bravo 16 taxi via Juliet. Hold short runway 22.
Gate Bravo 16 via Juliet, hold short 22, United 516. Alright. Go down here. Ooh, get some of the stutters. normal, and spoilers are stowed.
Cross runway 22 at Juliet. Continue taxi via Juliet, Golf, Kilo.
Cross runway 22 at Juliet, continue taxi via Juliet, Golf, Kilo, United 516. So this is an issue with Beyond ATC. Sometimes the planes just kind of get stuck. They're working on it. Bravo 16 is down here.
Continue taxi via Juliet, Golf, Kilo.
That's what I said. Cross runway 22 at Juliet, continue taxi via Juliet, Golf, Kilo, United 516. All right, and so yeah. Anyways, sometimes it gets stuck. They're working on the technical issues with that still. I'm using Navigraph. I have my tablet opened up for that. I don't like doing it on screen. It covers up stuff. Golf.
United 516, hold position for traffic.
Holding position, United 516. Alright, is there a pushback going on? Or is it just broken traffic? It's probably broken traffic. Our gate's right here. Yeah, it's just broken traffic. We're just going to continue. Because they're all like at a standstill. I think that Beyond ATC needs a little bit more polish when it comes to 2024. I think there's some things going on with SimConnect that need to be addressed. At least traffic-wise. Default stuff without traffic, I think is fine. I think just traffic is causing issues. Alright, park and brake is set over to the tablet. GPU, chocks, jetway. Go up here, on, and down here, off. Well, DC is beautiful. And that landing rate wasn't great, like I said, but we got a 10 on it. We got a 10. So I landed center line straight. I just was a little heavy. 343. A little heavy. The G's, though, where's the G's? Where's it say the G's at? I thought it said the G's on here. Oh, maybe New Sky doesn't. It's Volanta does. So we'll call out that. Volanta. Complete the flight, review it, and Volanta saying a 342, so heavy, yep, 1.01, so still, it was a nice soft landing. It was just a little harder on the landing. Nice stream, gotta go now for work calls. I'll see you on the next one, Lex. Thanks, P2, for coming on in. Thanks a bunch. Okay, we're gonna do one more flight, and we'll do one career flight. And kill out Beyond ATC. Alright, we're gonna just do one career flight.
Your new aircraft arrived. Let's get the technician to check it out and make sure nothing got shaken up in transit.
Well, what? New aircraft arrived.
You'll want to regularly check on the condition of all your aircraft. Proper maintenance is essential. Better to discover any faults down here on the ground than 5 minutes after takeoff.
I had bought this aircraft yesterday. I didn't see any of this stuff pop up.
It's up to you to decide what needs urgent attention and what can be left till later. But keep in contact with the technician as each...
Thanks for coming in, Fry. We'll see you next time as well. Alright, so... That's weird. How do you see my aircraft? Account history, all companies... Fleet. Ah, here we go. So here's my Caravan. I have that now. But I can't do any flights yet because... Let me check.
So now you have your own business and your own aircraft to fly. The choice is yours. You can continue to take missions as an employee, or you can head out as a freelancer.
You can now switch between employee and...
I didn't see any of the things pop up yesterday. Alright, so here's my aircraft, but there's a flight here. But I have to transport that aircraft over there. And to do so, I need credits. I don't have enough credits for that. So, we're going to just do a regular mission. Employee mission. And let's see what we have here. So we have a Skyhawk, or not, Skyhawk for 12. We have a not Skyhawk. I don't want to do that one. The TBM works, but I feel like there's some bugs with it. So let's see what pays a decent amount. We have this one here. It's a ferry flight. For 25. This one's 26. Actually, don't I need to do... Let me see. I have... I'm not going to do the agricultural stuff. I was watching Kip stream yesterday with it, and it just looks like it's freaking hard. But I can unlock it. I just need to do one flight scene. So maybe we'll do a flight scene. And that is these icons here, these blue ones. I mean, these turquoise ones. I'm not doing the Bonanza. Bonanza's like screwed up. Alright, let's do this one. Viking Park. 16 nautical miles. Alright, yeah, this would be a fun flight to do. Let's do this one. Alright, so you can get 134,000 XP and 2,000 with credits if all goes fine. Hopefully it does. I didn't check what the wind was and all that jazz. Hopefully the weather's fine. I think I said VFR. I need to change the guy's face. I'm having a hard time figuring out what face I want to use for this dude. Definitely not that one, though. Alright, remove the engine cover, remove the chocks, remove the static, and then remove the pitot heat. Or pitot cover. Hop into the aircraft. And go into my view I like. Boarding.
Everything's fine, Andre. You can initiate boarding.
Okay, on their way.
Alright, passengers. Oh, we got a bounce. Passengers are coming on in. All these people have like beards and stuff. I want a beard here. Alright, let's just do a quick start.
So, Captain, time to tour all the best spots, don't you think?
Alright.
Today.
So wind is 9 knots, not too terrible.
He's got his sister with him. Seatbelt fastened.
Get the ATC there. And this will pop up on its own. There it is. Announce taxi.
2 Mike November 8 traffic Cessna November 6 Niner 44 is taxiing to runway 27.
Alright, parking brakes are released. And... oops. Alright, let's go flying.
Captain, I'm Ryan. Thanks for the ride.
Nice to meet you.
Come on,
I'm Lisa.
Skyhawk, move your butt.
I'm hanging out with Ryan for this flight. Lucky me.
Alright, so you stop in this little area here, and then wait for it to instruct you further. Announce takeoff, so straight out departure.
2 Mike November 8 traffic Cessna November 6 Niner 44 taking off runway 27, departing straight out.
Not sure what altitude, probably... I'm not sure. Alright, runway 27 departure, so they want us backtrack. Alright, let's backtrack. I have to remember to turn my lights on. Before I was using my honeycomb, and it has little switches. But without that, it's hard for me to remember. Temperature is 15, so we don't need any heat in here. All's fine there. If that wind stays, it should be a nice, easier arrival. These sightseeing missions are kind of cool to get you comfortable with controlling the aircraft. They don't pay a whole lot, and the XP isn't as high, but it's good to get your practice. I think the career mode's like really cool. It's just I'm starting to finally, I got whatever how many missions done with it, and I'm starting to finally get like fatigued from it. I think I did way too much of it too fast. Oh, it's a horse. Oh no, is that a horse? What is that? Oh, teleported. Yeah, we got horses. We got ponies. That's the second time I've seen animals. That's cool. Now, from what I heard last, they got the models of the animals from Zoo Typhoon, or not Zoo Typhoon. Shoot, what the heck's that game called? Planet, not Planet. I don't know, it's a zoo game. Lightning horse. Cookie. Oh my gosh. Alright. Throttles up. Planet Zoo. Yeah, Planet Zoo. Alright. And nose off the ground, steady it. Cut the trees.
Not sure if I'm actually ready, but no choice now, huh? Okay, I'm okay.
Alright, make sure you don't touch the trees in 2024 because you will get failures. Alright, climb up to 17. Adjusting the trim. Rental pets. I'm getting some weird stutters today. I think I need to restart the sim. Alright, flaps coming up. Really bouncy up here, holy cow. Steady it. So you don't need to follow the blue lines. You can. But you don't need to. You're not going to get more points for doing it. It's just kind of a guidance. I also have a shortcut to turn them off. But I like to use them just for visual reference. I don't know where the hell I'm flying. A lot of this is brand new, middle of nowhere world. I'm interested in like the airliner missions, but looks like it's going to be in the Asobo Max, and I can't fly that thing. That thing is awful. It's really bad. I haven't had one flight in that plane where I felt it was user error. Everything I've had issues with, it's just the controls are funky. If you've watched A330 Driver, like he has a little short video of him trying to take off, and the plane wouldn't take off the ground, even though it was set up properly. Which is a shame because it's the only Max we have right now, the only 737 we have in it, and it's not a great showing. And it's Asobo's first like super complex airliner. They built in-house, which is cool that they built it in-house, but part of me thinks that maybe they should have just had someone else make it. Because like their team's not huge to where they can just give away resources. don't know. It'll get patched up and it'll be better eventually. And I do stand by what I said earlier, like the Inabuilds. If you've never flown the FENIX planes, you'll think the Inabuilds is just fine. It's great. It's definitely better than what Asobo did initially with the 320, the Neo. It's so much better that it's the default 320 in Flight Sim 2024.
I can't imagine how beautiful sunsets must
It'll be interesting to know what happens to fly-by-wire though, because fly-by-wires they took the base A320 and made it better. And now that that's not there no more, I don't even know if you can use the fly-by-wire. I don't think you can in Flight Sim 2020. Or sorry, 2024. Alright, so now we just got to circle around here, maintain under 82 knots, and then we have to be at 2,000 with the altitude. Alright, get the speed down, buddy. Speed needs to go down, please. A little bit more. Oof. Jeez. Welcome in, Duke. Yeah, we're getting some stutters today. Our speed needs to go up now. I love this music.
Amazing. Just like I imagined. My photos are going to be awesome.
Alright, that one's done. Over to Meadows Park. Like I said earlier in the stream, I switched over from my Honeycomb over to my Thrustmaster TCA, and I was having a hard time making that circle with the Alpha. Super difficult. The plane was so bouncy. Like it's bouncy here, but nothing like before. And I couldn't get the coordination working right. Now, I did see a couple of streamers talk about 2024 actually uses like rudder authority. Like, what's it called? Oh shoot, what's the word? Turn coordinations. So maybe that's it? I don't think so though, because I can control it fine with the joystick. Alright, slow the bird down. 2,100 feet. 82 knots still. Slow it down. Alright, we're going to have a side wind, front headwind, and then a tailwind. So, keep an eye on the speed, because we don't want to stall out. We also don't want to go too fast. Slow it down a little bit. I'm not going to get a really good score on this one. Having a hard time with the speed today. Slow down. Jeez Louise, that wind. They make the wind way too strong. Although I think this is real weather to a point. But like, it is knocking around this Cessna. It's very difficult. The Cessna is not rated for heavy wind like this. Alright, need some speed. Need some speed.
No words, just memories.
All right, Eastwood Park. It's like, oh, it jumps up to 24 knots in that last one. Jeez, that's way too much for this little Cessna, dude. Struggle bus is real. Hope it's not like that when we're landing. Should be the same airport, and that wasn't anything like that, so should be fine. Should.
Such a stunning view.
Oh, dude, there. Even for like default stuff, like it could look really good. You know, it's all auto-gen stuff. Which they say that, or they said that they're working on better auto-gen buildings. What was it again? They like licensed the current ones from whoever, Black Shark or something. But they're doing their own. So that will come with an update probably in sometime in 2025. I'd guess the fall, or I mean summer. Alright, 21 and 82 for the knots again. And the wind's picked up again, up to 20, almost up to 22. Slow down, buddy, slow down. I'm really having just like a hard time with the speed today. I'm either too fast or too slow. Bouncy. It's also very important to try to round your corners the best you can, because you get graded on all of the flight. The smoother the overall flight, the higher your XP will be. Which I don't know if the XP actually does. Doesn't seem to unlock anything. Just your, I guess, badge of honor.
It's like seeing the world for the first time.
Alright, on to home. Landing runway 27. Alright, let's see if the winds calm. Woo! Bouncy! It is somewhat important sometimes to intercept the waypoints. I've had some issues if I try just to go to direct, like a shortcut, that it won't pick up that I am coming in for the approach. And so then I land, and I get no points, because it doesn't know what I'm doing.
Better now. I'm almost enjoying the ride.
See, it wasn't a big deal after all.
Announce position. Alright, landing, runway 27. I don't think that's right, though. I think we should land the other way, but full stop and position.
2 Mike November 8 traffic Cessna November 6 Niner Niner 4.
Oh no, 27's right, yeah.
West 2,100 feet inbound to land runway 27.
Alright, at this point, you don't really need to follow anything. It should pick up that you're on final somewhere around this area, the last 2 squares. So as long as you have yourself stable for the approach, you can come in however you like. And I'm far from stable at this point, but it is awfully bouncy. I can't wait to not have to fly this 172 again. I'm just not a huge fan. I've never have been. It's a great plane to get started and understand aviation and how things work out, because it's slow and allows for mistakes. It's so slow. It's also so bouncy. Alright, the wind's up to 10 knots, so let's see if it's any lower when we get to the ground. It was like 7 or 8, I think, before. And as we make this corner, we want to keep a little bit more speed in it because there is that wind, and that is going to knock us down a little bit. Fuel's looking good. I should have changed it to both tanks, I forgot. Okay, looking pretty good here. Round the corners out. Bring back the speed just a little bit because I'm going to throw in some flaps shortly. Alright, round out the corner, runway in sight. Bring back the throttle. On final.
2 Mike November 8 traffic Cessna November 6 Niner Niner 44 is on final runway 27 to land.
Yeah, the wind did pick up for sure. So we gotta do the best we can to hold it. We're gonna float quite a bit here. Okay, just hold it steady. Slow it down. We're gonna miss that exit, that's alright. We just don't want to overshoot the runway though. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay, good, good, good. Alright, that worked. And I can't turn with the dam in this plane. Come on, buddy. Come on. Almost there. A little bit more. There you go. Alright, flaps coming up. Whew. Stressed out, man. Stressed out. Alright, flaps are up and... parking should be right up here pretty easily, I think. Taxi to parking.
2 Mike November 8 traffic Cessna November 6 Niner Niner 44 is taxiing to parking.
Oh, guess didn't like that. Alright, here we go.
Traffic Cessna November 6 Niner Niner
You have to be in the certain phases for it to accept what you're doing.
So Ryan, did you enjoy? Ready to do it again?
Absolutely love the view over Rochester.
Oh my gosh, the stutters though.
Buckle up again.
Quite an experience. I recommend it.
You turned your passengers
All right,
into flight addicts.
parking brake is set and engine's coming down.
That anxiety has turned into excitement. Well done.
That was a flight. Let's see how the score was. Probably not great. And people are underneath the plane. That's cool. Well, I'll be damned. 92%, 93%. All right. Smoothness was 100. Jeez. Even with how bouncy that was. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like when I was using the yoke, I rarely ever got anything in the 90s. Anything, like a single one. It was very difficult. Very difficult. I'll have to do some testing. Alright, so we got 2,400 out of that one. A little bit of money. Reputation went up a little bit. Experience up to what, 66? Yep. Cool. Oh, we have a new unlocked one, which was the advertisement one. So now we can do we can use one of these two planes. We don't have a tail endorsement, which I'm probably never gonna get because I can't land a tail wheel, or yeah, I can't land a tail wheel at all. And then we have a bunch of new missions popped up. Well, no, actually no. We have one. We have to do the training one. Oh my gosh, is it in that plane? We can't do either way because we don't have the endorsement. Right? If they give it to me in the Skyhawk, I'd be willing to unlock it. Oh, they did. I'll be danged. Alright. That's for another time, though. I got some hotspots here in the US unlocked. So to unlock more of the area, you just have to fly there. For example, this medic edition, or this medic mission, will unlock a little circle around this area. So if you want to have more of the area unlocked, you just have to fly in those areas. And right now I'm just kind of focusing around this area so I can build enough money to where I can transfer my aircraft to one of these two locations so I can fly it. But to do so, you need money to move your aircraft over there. And I need minimum transfer cost is 75, so I think I could do it now actually. How do we do that? Transfer aircraft. Oh, that makes no sense. That's not showing up as an option. Maybe it cost too much. Because where was Minneapolis at? Up here. That was 10,000. Yeah, I don't have enough money to even transfer to Minneapolis. So yeah, I think I still need more money. Have you done medic? Yeah, I've done medic missions. They're pretty cool. The training one it's a 5-star. It's up the heck is it? It's somewhere over here. Or maybe it's right here. I think it's the training one's here. I think. We got a VIP. Only $5,000? That's crazy. 5,000? Ugh. But the medic ones is really cool. I like the medic ones. There's just not a lot of them. And the thing is, I also want to do the medic one with a different plane. Because I unlocked the... What's it called? The medic, with the PC-12. It's the plane I want to try. Medic. Because I want to try the PC-12 with the medic. But right now, I can only do this one for some reason. It's only giving me missions for that. So, yeah. Like I said, the career mode is really cool. It's in depth. And there's a lot of stuff to do. And you can do so many different things. Like, you just got to decide what path you want to take. I got to do more of these. Charter ones up to... I need a 6 out of 10 to unlock VIP charter ones. That is a PC-12 as well. So maybe I need to focus on that. Private charter plane missions. And that would be the VIP, right? Private, yeah. So I just got to do 4 more of these guys. And then I can unlock that. So I might focus on that one next. That pays almost 10,000, so there's a chance. I hate the Bonanza. It's bugged out a bit. The flaps, you lose points for the flaps, and so it irritates me a little bit because it's difficult to properly land or take off if you don't have flap set, right? But anyways, that's gonna be the end of today's stream. I do appreciate everyone who joined in today, everyone who's watched the VOD. A lot of fun. Next stream will likely be Wednesday. I don't know what time for sure, but we'll see you on the next one for Flight Sim 2024. Take care.